Hello you guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. Today's video I have everything I crocheted in 2024 to share with you guys. So I am currently sick if you didn't see the end of the last video that was posted here on my channel. But I needed to film this like right now because I will be on a cruise as you were seeing this video. And I want to make sure that I can take some time to get some rest and everything so that I feel better as we're getting on the cruise. So because of that, I'm here filming the intro and outro even though I am currently sick. But I wanted to tell you that this is everything I crocheted in 2023. So throughout all of 2023, I posted a video each month of what I crocheted. So this video is going to be a compilation of all of that, just so I can give myself a little bit of time off for, of course, feeling better since I'm sick again, and for the cruise that I'll be on. So I hope you enjoy though getting to see everything all at once, because I know I didn't remember everything, especially from the beginning of the year what I made. So it was fun putting this video together to see everything all at once. So I hope you enjoy. This is obviously a long video, so get yourself a project, get yourself a snack. And what I will do for you guys is in the description box, I will have each everything I crocheted video linked below for you, and then in each of those videos you can find the patterns in case you're interested in checking out any of the crochet patterns, because as you guys know, for each everything I crocheted video I do a Google Doc that has all the crochet patterns linked on it. So I will just have the videos linked below so that you can go to those, and then they'll have those Google Docs linked there, since YouTube has a limit for how much you can put in the description box. If I try to do the videos and the Google Docs, I'm sure it would be far too much. So I'm just going to link all 12 of the everything I crocheted videos for you so that you can find the video and the patterns. But with that, we're just going to start out with January, of course, and then we're going to go all the way to December for what I crocheted throughout the year. Hello guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys everything I crocheted in January of 2023. Alright you guys, so this first item I actually finished on New Year's Day, and it was a little bit past midnight, so I was actually working on this project in 2022 and 2023, and this was this little heart friend. So this is such a cute pattern that is a free one on Instagram. I have made this twice so far. You guys are going to see it in a second again. And this is a pink one, the color Hibiscus in Parfait Chunky yarn, and I'm just obsessed with it. This is an item that is going to be going to my market, and it is a super quick pattern to work up, so I think I'm only going to be charging like $15 for this or something, which, by the way, you guys, I will have another what I crocheted for my market and then what sold video that's going to be coming out after the market, so keep an eye out for that. But this is one of the items that will be at that market, and again, this is Perfect Chunky yarn and a free pattern on Instagram, which that pattern is of course linked on the Google Doc. Now towards the beginning of the month I was kind of in the mood to make a bunch of Valentine's stuff, so I ended up designing my free heart keychain pattern, which this is with Loops and Threads Impeccable yarn in the color Rose, and this is super pretty. I love how they turned out with the speckled yarn, and again, this is a free pattern, also available on my Instagram and my Ribbler, and again will be linked on the Google Doc that is below, as well as the yarn will be linked on it. Super cute, and this is a good one to make for this time of year. I think I'll definitely let you guys know how they sell at markets, because these two are going to be going to my markets, as well as I'm hopefully going to make a couple more, so I think they will be a good seller, hopefully. Like I said, I was in the mood to make a bunch of Valentine's stuff at the beginning of the month, so I also made this heart pillow, which is another free pattern that isn't by me, but again, it'll be linked below, and I made this with Burnett Baby Blanket yarn in the color Pretty Girl. So this is the color that has white, pink, and purple in it. So I'm really excited about it, and I really like it with the multicolors, so I hope somebody at my market will as well. So this was the small one, by the way. The pattern has a small one and a large one. I ended up making the small one with blanket yarn, and that is how big it turned out. Now next was an order, which this was for somebody that I had met at previous markets, and this is some sort of doll. I already shipped it out and everything, so I'm going to insert pictures. but this doll, I don't even know what it's from. So I'm just gonna put pictures on the screen and you guys can find the pattern linked on the Google Doc. This is a pattern that I bought off of Etsy, and the pattern was originally made with just like weight 4 yarn, but the person requested the bigger blanket yarn for the plushie to obviously be bigger. So that was this order. Again, I'm not even sure what it is from, but I did make it as an order. So that is the only item that I don't actually have here to show you, but I did make that this month. Now next is one of the first items, but definitely not the only one, that does not have a face or eyeballs or anything. I'm going to get around to making eyes on my Cricut. I need a little bit more practice for them to actually look decent, but I'm going to get around to it before the market, obviously, because a lot of these items are for the market. So you guys will see them in Everything I Crocheted for my market video with eyeballs. They just don't have eyeballs right now. But anyways, this is the sleeping dino that I made from the Katie Dids pattern. So this is from her Etsy, and this is a pattern that has multiple things in it. There's a unicorn, dinosaur obviously, cow, and a bear. So I only ended up making the dinosaur, but this is what it looks like with blanket yarn. So this is Burnette Blanket in the color Stormy Ocean and Deep Sea. So this ended up being like really big, way bigger than I expected. So this will probably be one of the most expensive items at my market, just because it did take quite a while to crochet. But hopefully somebody will like it. I think it is really cute. And I do plan on doing some sort of eyes that look like they're asleep, because it is a sleeping dino. Next, you guys, I did a pattern design that I said was going to come out during the month of January, if not February, and then I got the news that I was accepted for this market. So all of that has gone out the window, but hopefully I'll be able to release this at some point. But this is a milk carton squishmallow. So if you guys have followed me for a while, or you've checked out my Etsy or anything like that, you probably know that I design some of the squishmallows as crochet patterns and sell them. So the milk and cookies ones is the ones I wanted to do next. So I made the milk carton one, but then never got around to the cookie one. So this is the milk carton, which this is just the first prototype, so it'll probably look a little bit different once the pattern is released. But right now I'm not even worrying about pattern designing. Currently with this market, I'm just trying to crochet as much as possible, so I have as much inventory available at the market as possible. But anyways, this was an item that I made earlier in the month before I knew that I was actually accepted for this market. But anyways, that is this little squishmallow, and it is made with Burnette baby blanket yarns, baby blue, white, and baby pink as all of the colors on this one. Now next, you guys, I went on a vacation with my parents. So I ended up making a ton of plushies without eyes because I forgot to pack any safety eyes. And majority of these still do not have eyes because I have not gotten around to actually getting it down on my Cricut yet. But I do have a whole box of plushies without eyes, and these are all the ones that I ended up making on our trip. So I'm going to try to go in order. First, we have this blueberry, which this is with Parfait Chunky yarn, and this one is really cute. It's super fast. This was from a crochet pattern book. I did end up making quite a few patterns from different books on the trip, and the book will also be linked in the Google Doc. For some reason, I can't think of what the name of the book is right now, but it'll be linked below. I promise you that. But anyways, next I actually made the eggplant pattern from that same book, which I think it came out super cute as well. This is also Parfait Chunky yarns. Next was this jellyfish, which is also from that same pattern book, and also Parfait Chunky yarns. Which, by the way, I meant to mention this, you guys, but I forgot, so I'm going to mention it right now. That on my Instagram stories, I've been posting almost daily what I'm making, and then doing a recap at the end of the day, telling you how long each item took me to make, all of that kind of stuff, and I think it's been pretty fun. I did that for pretty much the whole month of January, and I will be doing it in February. Currently, as you guys are seeing this video, I'm not posting on my stories what I'm making because I am filming that for a video that you guys are going to see here soon on the channel, but I will get back to it soon once I'm done filming that video. So just saying, if you want to check out my Instagram stories, it is a fun time, I think, at least, And if you want to stay up to date on what I'm making, then that is the place to be. But anyways, moving right along, again, we have another item with Parfait Chunky. Now this is a mini elephant. It also kind of looks like a mouse, so whichever one you really want to call it. Next, I made this little dinosaur, which is another free pattern. And this is also with Parfait Chunky yarns. And another one that needs a face, but I think it's super cute. It took surprisingly longer than I thought because there are quite a few little details like the spikes and stuff, but I do think it's cute and I hope someone will also think so and want to buy it at the market. But that was the next item. After that, I made this penguin, which is another free pattern. This one is available on Ribbler, and this again does not have eyes or anything, but it will at some point. And yeah, again, Parfait Chunky yarns. For majority of these first ones that I made on the trip, they're only made with Parfait Chunky because that's all I packed, and then I went to Dollar Tree and got some yarns, but for now they're all Parfait Chunky. The next, I made this strawberry, which is also from the same crochet pattern book, and also Parfait Chunky yarns. Next, we have this little frog, which also needs a mouth and some eyes, but it is a super cute little free pattern as well. Majority of patterns I use are free ones, so of course if you just go to the Google Doc and it says Etsy, then it's obviously not a free one, but if it says Instagram or it says Ribbler or something like that, it is most likely free. So anyways, that is this little frog though. Next we have this little axolotl, which is also Parfait Chunky yarns. I definitely need to make a few more of these because I want to have a full little bin of axolotls for my market. But here is this one with blue little gills and a purple little body. Next we have this super small little octo. This is the first item that I made with just chenille yarns because I went to Dollar Tree and picked up some just chenille yarns when I started running out of Parfait Chunky yarns on the trip. Which, by the way, the reason that I ended up crocheting so much on a vacation is because it was so cold. We actually didn't get out and do anything for at least like the first weekend of the trip. So I did get a lot of crocheting done for the first couple of days, and in the afternoons in general. We don't do like full days of activities, so I had time on the trip to get crocheting done. But anyways, this little octo is with just chenille yarn. It is pretty cute and small. Again, another item without a face, but this is with my unreleased pattern for this octo. It will be releasing at some point, probably after my market, but I can't guarantee you when. Which, by the way, all of the patterns that I say are unreleased. I do plan on releasing them at some point. They're just not released yet because I'm testing out how the pattern looks, or I'm testing out how they sell at markets and then tweaking the pattern based on that, all of that kind of stuff. But you guys will know on Instagram and everything when they are released. But that is this little octo with just chenille yarn. Next we have another little fruit from the same pattern book. This is a peach, this time also with just chenille yarns in the colors mango, cocoa, and lime. Next we have a pattern of my own that you can find on Etsy. This is a Valentine's item, and this is my little frog holding a heart. I made this with just chenille yarn on our trip, and this is flamingo and lime. And again, it does not have any eyes or a mouth, but I will be making a mouth and some eyes for this when the market rolls around, and it will be with my Valentine's display. Now, next is an item that I probably would have not really made normally, but on our trip we went and saw some manatees. So this little manatee just had to be made since I had seen some that day. And again, it doesn't have any eyes or anything, but I think it came out super cute. This one is the same Parfait Chunky yarn that I used previously for the little elephant. Next, I made my own free bee pattern with Parfait Chunky yarns. So again, we have dark purple and light purple, and then we have white, of course, for the wings. And I plan on having quite a few different bees at my markets, so you guys will see those throughout the rest of this video as well. But this is my bee pattern and it works up pretty quickly, so I like to sell this one at markets. I told you guys I got a ton of crocheting done. I feel like I'm not even halfway done with this stuff. I don't think I am even halfway done with the stuff I made. So next is this bunny peep, which I think is going to be so cute for Easter and like spring markets. So I did go ahead and make this just because I thought it was super cute, and it's something that I didn't need eyes for, that I could make on the trip without having the eyes. But anyways, this is just chenille yarn in the color Flamingo. I do definitely plan on making a few more of these, maybe towards the end of March, beginning of April, something like that, for the actual like spring and Easter time. But anyways, that was this one, which this is also another free pattern, and it's super cute. Another free pattern, actually by the same person that made this pattern, is this stingray pattern. So I thought this blue color would be super pretty for a stingray, which I feel like I'm switching from item to item so much that my camera isn't even like really picking them up that well. So I apologize if that's the case. But anyways, this is also just chenille yarn in the color Aqua. And this is another free pattern. Again, it needs some eyeballs, but otherwise this is the little stingray. Next, this is definitely the project that took the longest out of the ones I made on the trip. And this is Mini Tanner the Triceratops. So this is also, again, just chenille yarns, Flamingo and Aqua. And I think it turned out super cool. I've been wanting to make this Tanner the Triceratops pattern for a long time. But I just know that this is an item that I can't really make to sell in the future, because even though it is so small, it took me over 3 hours to make this, I believe, or like 2.5, something like that. But either way, every single horn and mane and the arms and the tail and the legs and the head, all of them separate pieces, and all of them have a lot of stitches and a lot of sewing to put them all together. So it took way longer than you would expect a small item like this to be, so it's going to have to be a lot more expensive than I like my items to have to be, especially for this size. So anyways, it's a super cute pattern if you want to make it for like giving as a gift to somebody, but as far as selling, I wouldn't recommend it just because it took so long to make, but it is so cute. So anyways, that is my Tanner the Triceratops, and again in just chenille yarn. Next, we have another pattern that I ended up making a few different times. Again, does not have a face, but this is a little mini bear. So I'm not sure if you can tell, but there are little puff stitches that are for the arms and the legs, and then they have little ears. So this is super cute, and it was really fast to make, so I hope they're going to sell pretty well. And this is again with Parfait Chunky yarn, actually the color teddy bear, I believe. Next, we have probably one of the fastest patterns I've ever made, and that is for this little fish. So this is again just chenille yarns, and it does not have eyes, again because I made it on the trip, but oh my gosh, it is so fast to make these. It took me less than 20 minutes. I've made a couple more that you guys are going to see, but this is a super cute free pattern, and yeah, they're only going to be like $8 or $10 or something at my market because they're so fast. Next is another Katydids pattern, and that is for Drama the Butterfly. So this is again just chenille yarns, and this is another pattern that I don't think I'll make again to sell, just because it did take about 2.5 hours if I remember correctly. But it is so beautiful, and I'm so excited to do some like really big eyes on my Cricut for it. But again, just gonna have to be a higher price point than I want it to be because of how long it took me to make. As you can tell, I like to stick to items that are less because they tend to sell better. But anyways, this is still gonna be a super cute one, and I hope somebody will be willing to purchase it. But that is Drama the Butterfly, and I think she is an awesome pattern as well, just something that I don't recommend for selling. But anyways, I don't know why I'm talking about so much selling in this video. This is just what I crocheted in January, not necessarily about selling. Last item that I'm showing you that was kind of made on the trip, but kind of not, is this bee. So this is actually the first and only one that I have made the face for it on the Cricut so far. So this is my first ever face on the Cricut. So don't judge it too hard. It is definitely not the best, especially if you look close. So just like don't zoom in on the video or anything. But anyways, this was a pattern test for a friend, and she has released this pattern already. So it will of course be linked in the Google Doc. And I made this with just chenille yarns. So the reason why I said this is sort of made on the trip is because I did finish the whole body on the trip. I did have the yellow and black in just chenille yarns, but the white I could not find at the Dollar Tree that was close to us, so I had to wait until I got home to do the wings. but I finished it a few days after I got home, and this is what it looks like, which I think the face is cute enough. It's just like not as good as I want it to be. But anyways, that is this little bee, and that is everything that I made during our week-long trip. That trip was towards like the middle of the month, so we still have a lot more stuff to go through. Alright guys, once we got back from the trip, I started making quite a few things for the market. I mean, I was on the trip as well, but even more so, I started making more things for the market. So first that I made when we got back, we have this snake, which this is a free snake pattern. I did just freehand the little tongue here, but this snake pattern was a free one. Now, I don't know if you can tell, I'm kind of exposing myself. I did not really stuff the tail at all on this one because, pro tip, if you're gonna make a snake, you need to stuff it as you go, which that probably sounds self-explanatory, but I was making this in the car, so I just kind of kept crocheting and kept crocheting and kept crocheting, and didn't think about the fact that I needed to stuff as I go, and then it was nearly impossible to stuff the tail, so I kind of just gave up. And actually, my sister wanted to buy it anyways, even though the stuffing and the tail didn't work out, so I just gave her a little bit of a discount and sold it to her. So this is actually hers. I need to go put it back in her room after I'm done filming this video. She paid me for it already and everything, but I did make this in the month of January, so I did want to show it to you guys. And I originally made it to sell at a market, but now she has bought it from me. But anyways, this is also the color Stormy Ocean, which I used for the sleeping dino as well. And this time I used it for a snake, which I think this is about 3 foot long, but the pattern is written to where you can make it however long you want it to be. Which this is out of the order that I made stuff, but I'll just go ahead and show you that I did make another snake, and this one will be for sale at the market. And this one I learned from my mistake and I stuffed as I went, so it looks a lot better, as you can probably tell. It's about the same size and everything, and this is actually a super quick make. I think I'm only going to charge like $25 for this or something like that, maybe 30. I can't remember exactly how long it took me, so I don't know exactly how much I'm charging. But anyways, super quick. I think it was only like an hour or so to make, which is surprising for something of this size, obviously. But anyways, this is also Burnett blanket, but this time it is baby blanket in the color baby blue green. So that is this one, and I really like the snakes with the multicolored yarn, as you can see, but maybe one day I'll also make one with just like solid green or something like that. Which next, the first day that I was like crocheting at home, once we're back from the trip, I did make a few more Valentine's items because this was right after I found out that I was accepted for the market. So I made another heart friend. This one does not have a face because I do want to make some sort of like heart eyes on my Cricut. So hopefully I can pull that off and make a cute little face for this one. But anyways, this is also Parfait Chunky yarn in the color Poppy for this one, and the same pattern that I showed you at the beginning of this video. That same day, I also made a Valentine's bee, which this is with my free pattern modification that is based off of the regular bee pattern. So I'll have the regular bee pattern as well as the pattern modification linked in the Google Doc for you. But if you can tell, the wings are heart-shaped, and then of course we just have red and pink for Valentine's colors. But that is this one. Again, I want to do some sort of heart eyes, so it doesn't have a face on it yet. Which, sorry if my voice sounds raspy, I've been already talking for like more than half an hour for this video. Anyways, next we have this baby turtle, which this is again Smoky Dreams and Deep Sea, the same colors that I used for the sleeping dino. And this baby turtle pattern is so cute, and it only takes like 30 minutes. So again, another good cheaper item for markets. I do plan on making quite a few more of these that will be for sale at the market. Hopefully I'll have like a full little bin of them. This is just the only one I've made so far, but this little pattern is so cute and works up so quick. Which, guys, I'm actually going kind of out of order right now of how the Google Doc is listed, so I apologize for that. It's almost in order, so hopefully you'll be able to find everything correctly. anyways, next I made another one of my free patterns. So this is my free cow pattern. I originally made it with Parfait Chunky yarn, and this is my first time making it with Burnette blanket. This is actually Burnette baby blanket in the colors baby sand and white. And again, this is another one that I decided I wanted to make a face with my Cricut, and I have not done so yet. Next we have this duck in a hat, which this is actually going to be a cow print hat. I still have not done the felt detail work yet that is going to get glued on to make it a cow print hat. Right now it's just a white hat. But anyways, this is a free pattern. I've made it for one market in the past, and it sold as the first item, or one of the very first items. So I wanted to definitely make it again since I had more time to prep for this market. So I have this one here, and again, I will be doing the detail work for it later on, but as of right now, this is what it looks like. And it was something that I finished in January, other than the felt, of course. But that was also Burnette blanket and baby blanket, by the way. Which, if I forget to mention a yarn to you, it's also linked with the pattern and everything, so just know it's all included on the Google Doc. Alright you guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram, then you don't know this yet, but I do have a claw machine for my next market. My next market is going to have so many fun things. I can't wait to share the market prep videos with you guys, as well as the video of the vlog that's going to be the day of, and all of that is going to be coming out towards the end of February. But anyways, I do have some small items to show you that I made for the claw machine. If you do want to actually see the claw machine, on my Instagram story is again the best place to check out. I do have a highlight on my Instagram story that is called Market Prep, and that is where you can find the details on the claw machine and the raffle that I'm doing, and just all kinds of fun market prep stuff that I've been doing and posting so far. But of course there'll be a more detailed market prep video, which will also include the details on the claw machine. But anyways, my goodness, I'm chatting way too much. I feel like I haven't filmed a video in quite a while, so I'm just talking too much. But anyways, I made quite a few different little gummy bears, which this is a free gummy bear pattern that is also on Instagram. And I have 5 different colors as of right now for the claw machine. So we have all of these in just chenille yarn. So we have lime, we have lavender, we have flamingo, we have aqua, and we have pink. So again, I feel like the camera isn't really showing things very well, so I apologize, but you guys will see pictures of everything I'm showing you on my Instagram once they all have faces and they're all completed. And you'll see pictures of the claw machine once I've completed the market and all of that too. But yes, these little gummy bears are so cute. Again, so fast to make, and they're gonna be so cute in the claw machine. I mean, they already are, but they're gonna be so cute the day of, especially. Alright, so those were for the claw machine. Next, I have some other items that are a little bigger again. So far I have 3 of these little squids. These are also just chenille yarns in aqua, flamingo, and mango this time. And this is a pattern that I bought off of Etsy. So this is a super cute one. It's a no-sew pattern, all of that jazz. So it does work up pretty quickly, and this is another one that I'm gonna have at markets. Hopefully have a full little like bin display of them. Alright, next we have the items that you guys would have seen in my how many bees can I crochet in one day video. So I ended up making 8 of these tiny little bees, which, by the way, this is like a spoiler for that video, so if you haven't watched it, go watch it. But anyway, I made 8 of these tiny little bees with just chenille yarn, and these are still going to be put on keychains. I just have not done it yet. Again, I'm so behind on everything, even with videos. I'm currently filming this on Friday the 3rd, and you guys are seeing this on Monday. And normally I have my videos filmed like way farther in advance than this, but just because of this market, I'm so behind on everything. But anyways, we have 8 of these total for little keychain bees that will be for sale at the market. Then I also have 4 more of these. We have another one in flamingo, another one in mango, another one in aqua, and another one in just lemon, which is just the yellow color. And these 4 are going into the claw machine. So this is also the same pattern that I use for the bee keychains, but they are also small enough that they work really well in the claw machine, especially if you can get a hold of one of the wings and pick it up that way. They are pretty easy to get in the claw machine. But anyways, that is these 4. I do plan on making a couple more for the claw machine. I can't have more than like 3 of each item in the claw machine without it being over full, but I do plan on having some extra to restock the claw machine day of if people end up, of course, playing it enough and the items get sold out. Then I'll have extras to refill it. But anyways, those are all of the mini little bees that I've made so far. Next we have some regular bees, which you guys would have also seen me make in the how many bees can I crochet in one day video. So I ended up making all of these with my bee pattern. So we have 2 that are just regular yellow and black bees, and then we have 1 more Valentine's bee with the pattern alteration that I already mentioned to you earlier. I just made another one in that video as well. And then we have another one, also my same bee pattern, this time just with 2 different blue shades, and all 4 of these are Parfait Chunky yarns. Now next we have some little aliens, which this is a pattern that I bought off of Etsy and I am so obsessed with. Like, I need to make myself some of these too, but we have some in just chenille yarns. We have the colors flamingo, lavender, aqua, and pink, and they're just so cute. These are the 4 of them that I made in January. I also have 2 others in green that I made back in December, and hopefully I'll get like 1 or 2 more done to have a full little bin of them at the market. And again, this will be another item that I will let you guys know if they sell, how many sells, all of that stuff. And that's another quick no-sew pattern, so that's why I'm making a bunch of them for the market, because it will be a cheaper item. Now next, you guys, I wanted to make this clownfish again because I did make this for a previous market and it sold. So this is also with Parfait Chunky yarn. So this is another free pattern that you can find on Instagram, and I think it came out super cute again with Parfait Chunky yarns. Again, a free pattern modification you can find on Instagram. Now this time I also made the flounder version, which is another pattern modification that is also free that you can find on Instagram, and this is also with Parfait Chunky yarns. So these 2 are super cute, and I'm hoping that they will go to good homes at the markets and that people will really like them, because I personally really like them. Alright, you guys, I think these are actually kind of out of order now because I'm pretty sure I made these before some of the items I just showed you, but I'm just going to go ahead and show you them now. I actually forgot to write them on the Google Doc, so I'll just write them after the clownfish and the flounder that I just showed you, even though I think they were made before. But anyways, these are all more items for my little claw machine. So I have 4 of these little frogs, which these are so tiny. I don't know if you can tell in person, but they are pretty tiny. And this is, again, just chenille yarns. And this is my own free pattern. So I released this in the month of January. You can find it on my Instagram and my Ribbler. And they are perfect for the claw machine. Like, literally the claw picks them up like exactly perfect like that and then takes it and drops it. So it's perfect. And I designed the pattern to be a good size for keychains or for claw machines. So, of course, mini claw machines, not the giant ones. But anyways, I'm going to definitely make a few more of these to put on keychains as well. And these are the 4 that I have so far for the claw machine. Alright, you guys, I promise I'm wrapping this up, or at least trying to. I still have quite a few more items to show you. Like I said, market prep has been in full swing. But anyways, the final items for the claw machine, at least, are these little baby octos, which these are a little bit harder to get in the claw machine, but if you can get them by one of the little tentacles, then they pick up pretty easy. But I have 5 of these in just chenille yarns again, and this is a pattern that is by All From Jade, and of course that will be linked in the Google Doc for you guys. And these are the 5 of them that I have. We have pink, flamingo, lavender, aqua, and mango as the 5 of them. So that is the ones for the claw machine that I've made so far. Again, I'd like to have a few more items for the claw machine. Even though they won't all fit at once, I do want to have some extras to restock the claw machine if I need to. So next I have a few more items that are same patterns that I've already showed you, but I kind of forgot when I made them throughout the month. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you now. So first we have two more fish. We have a pink one and a blue one, the same little baby fish pattern that I showed you earlier that I was talking about. I was so quick to make and all of that. We have the blue one and the pink one, again just chenille yarns, and these are going to be super cute and a really cheap item as well. So these also need faces on them, but I think they are really cute. So I made these as well throughout the month. I just don't remember the timeline of everything, of course. Now next, I did make two more of the mini bears. Again, these are the ones with the bobble stitches, and they are pretty quick to make. So I want to do little felt eyes and nose for these, so that's why they don't have faces again. But this time I made these two with just chenille yarns in the color Cocoa. The one that I made beforehand that I already showed you guys, I made with Parfait Chunky yarn, but this time they're with just chenille. But they are pretty similar yarns anyway. But those are the two with just chenille. And then I did make another gummy bear. This one's not going to be in the claw machine, but this one is a bigger one. The same pattern, just turned out bigger because I used Sweet Snuggles Light for this. And this was my first time finally using Sweet Snuggles Light. I did enjoy it, but unfortunately the Michaels near me just does not sell very many colors of Sweet Snuggles Light, so I probably won't use it very often. But anyways, this is one color that I did find at my store, and I did make this cute little blue gummy bear with it. And now, finally you guys, we are down to 4 more items. Oh my goodness, I think I've been filming this video for like an hour now. Maybe a little less, but it's close to an hour. But anyways, this next item is one that I'm really excited about. I also made 2 of them, and I hope to have like a little bin of them at the market. So these are little opossums. Now the pattern that I used calls them possums, but I'm pretty sure they're opossums. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're meant to be opossums and not possums. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. They're really cute anyways, and this is also just chenille yarns. We have pink, white, black, and gray for the just chenille yarn colors. And yeah, I think they're just totally super cute. And this is also a really quick pattern. The only sewing you have to do is the ears and the tail, and yeah, just super cute. So that is these 2. And finally, the last item that I ended up making are these chocolate covered strawberries. So this is also Parfait Chunky from Premier Yarns. We have the colors Teddy Bear, Poppy, and Key Lime for these 2, and this is another item that I plan on making quite a few of and having a full little basket of them at the market, since they are so quick to make and they are going to be a cute little item for Valentine's Day, since my market is 3 days before Valentine's Day. Hello you guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm sharing with you guys everything I crocheted in February of 2023. Alright, the first item that I finished on February 1st was this koala with the heart-shaped hands and feet. Now don't mind that a lot of these items are going to have price tags hanging off of them. Of course, I'm going to a market, so pretty much everything is done for the market as I am filming this video. But anyways, this is my own pattern that is available on Etsy and Ribbler. And you guys also saw a video where I designed this because you guys did choose this design through my community tab. So that was a super fun video, and this is how it turned out. The little koala is made out of Burnett blanket yarns. We have regular blanket in pink, dust, and coal, and then baby blanket in the color Mountain Mist. So that was this first one that I made on February 1st. Now, next you guys, I'm kind of just going to go in a random order as I pick things up because I'm not 100% sure of the order that I made everything. But on February 2nd, I did start filming Everything I Crocheted in 1 week and went all the way to February 8th. So most of these items that you're going to be seeing are from that video. So if you want to know the exact order that I crocheted everything in, that video is definitely the place to check out because I filmed every time I was crocheting for that whole week. So first I have a pretty big collection of keychains that I made, which of course all of these are going to the market as well. So we have 3 gummy bear keychains, which all of these are made out of just chenille yarns. So we have the color lavender, flamingo, and lime for these gummy bears. Then we have 3 little octo keychains, also just chenille yarns. We have lavender, pink, and mint. The final 2 little keychains that I have are 2 little frog ones, and these are also just chenille yarns, and this is my own free little frog pattern. So they turn out super cute on the little keychains, at least I think. So that is all for keychains, at least for right now. I doubt I'm gonna make any more keychains. I'm probably gonna not crochet very much, to be honest, because my hands definitely need a break after all that I've done for this market. But anyways, on to the rest of the stuff. Next we have my Malcolm the Mushroom pattern with heart-shaped spots. If you guys didn't know, I do have this pattern that is inspired by Malcolm the Mushroom, the Squishmallow, and the pattern comes with circle spots or heart-shaped spots. So you could make either one, and I made heart-shaped spots, and this is going to be on my little Valentine's cart tomorrow at the market. Which, by the way, I'm saying tomorrow because as I'm filming this, it's tomorrow, but it's almost been like a month probably since this video is going up. So I have all the market videos already up if you want to check those out. But anyways, Malcolm the Mushroom, and I'm super happy with how this one turned out. Next we have this Jumbo Hershey's Kiss. This is with Bernat Blanket yarns, as well as the Malcolm the Mushroom is also Bernat Blanket yarns. If I forget to mention it at any point in this video, it is of course linked with the pattern, so you can find it in the Google Doc as well. But anyways, this one is also going to my market, but it is not for sale because I'm doing a little raffle, which again, if you guys want to hear details on that, it was all included in my market prep video. But I am doing a little raffle, so somebody is going to win this, as well as a jar of a ton of Hershey's Kisses. But anyways, that is this one, which I'm super happy with how this one turned out. I think it's adorable. Next we have the little milk and cookie duo, which is super cute. I actually have them combined so that they come together, and I'm just super happy with how this turned out. I'm also doing this on the Valentine's cart, even though they aren't technically Valentine's themed. I think it'll be cute for like a couple. So this is also a Valentine's item. But anyways, made these in the month of February as well, also with Bernat Blanket and Baby Blanket yarns. Next we have a little Easter item, or just like spring item in general, and that is this little bunny in overalls. It is super cute. This one is made with Yarn Bee Velvety Smooth yarns, and I absolutely love how it turned out. It was a pattern that took a little bit longer to make than I would like, but it is still of course a super cute pattern, and I love how it turned out. Alright you guys, next I have 4 of these little mushrooms here, which I'm gonna have such a hard time holding all 4 of them, but here you go. Here is the 4 of them, and this pattern is always a good seller for me, so that's why I made so many of them, and I'm super excited to have this many at the market. So these are also Bernat Blanket yarns, just so you know. And there is 4. I just dropped the pink one though, but you saw it just a second ago. So yes, that is these, and this is all the same pattern. Next we have 3 little axolotls that I made throughout the month. These are all the same pattern, and they are all Parfait Chunky yarn, and I just love how they turned out. So that is these little axolotls. I think they're super cute. Next we have 4 chocolate covered strawberries. I have 2 that are white chocolate and then 2 that are like milk chocolate, I guess. These are all with Parfait Chunky yarn and a free pattern that is available on Instagram, and of course will be linked in the description box below for you guys. And I just love these. I think they're so cute, and they're gonna all go in a little bin together for my Valentine's cart. So super excited about these, and they are super quick make as well. So I'll probably make more of these in the future, even if it's not Valentine's Day, but right now they're perfect for Valentine's Day. Next I have 2 otters. These are with Bernat Baby Blanket and regular blanket, and they are so super cute. I love this pattern, and it is a super quick make as well. As you probably are seeing, I tend to gravitate towards quicker projects for the markets, which they tend to sell better, so that's why. So these are 2 super cute ones that I hope are gonna sell pretty well. Next we have 3 little baby turtles which are also Bernat blanket and baby blanket yarns. And this is another super quick pattern. This one only takes like 30 or 40 minutes, so super quick. And I made 2 in this colorway with Bernat baby blanket yarns, and then 1 in this colorway with Bernat blanket yarns. And I already made 1 of the same exact color one in January, so I have 2 of these and 2 of these for the market, so 4 of them total. Next we have this little opossum slash possum, because I'm not really sure which one it is, but anyways, this one is super cute. This is also just chenille yarns. We have pink, white, gray, and black, and I've made a few of these in the past, so there is going to be a little bin of them at my market. So super cute, I think, and I'm really excited about this guy as well. Next we have a bee with Parfait Chunky yarn. This is with my own free pattern. Next we have Leggy Frogs. This is a pattern that you can find on Etsy, and again will be linked in the Google Doc below. This is actually my first time making Leggy Frogs, but everybody says they sell super well at markets, so I wanted to make a couple up. So I got 4 of them made, and these are all with just chenille yarn, and they're just so super cute. Like, look at that. Now all of the items I have left to show you guys are patterns that I made that are not released as I'm currently filming this, but I'm going to try to release them towards the end of February. So hopefully as you're watching this video they are released. If they are released, of course it'll be on the Google Doc. If not, then it'll probably say pattern coming soon or something like that. But anyways, these are all no-sew patterns, again, that I designed that are super quick to make. Each one takes like less than 30 minutes. So they are super great for markets, of course, and that's why I wanted to design patterns like this. So first one is this little chubby frog. This is also just chenille yarns, and again, it takes like 28 minutes or something like that. So it is super fast, and I just love it. I think it is so adorable. So there is 1 of these that I made in February. Next we have my mini mushroom pattern, and I have 5 of these that got made in the month of February. So we have these all with Bernat blanket and baby blanket. So these 2, we have these 2, and then this last one here. So all of these I'm super excited about as well, and they are even quicker. I think they take like 15 minutes or 20 minutes maybe. Next we have 3 whales, again my own pattern, a no-sew pattern that is super quick, also takes like 29 or 28 minutes, something like that. I've tracked each one and they're all under 30 minutes. I just can't remember exactly. But anyways, we have these. These are all actually Bernat baby blanket, and yes, I did 2 in multicolors and then 1 in a solid purple. So that is these ones. And finally we have my no-sew octo, which I am so excited about. I love making these, and this is the first one. Now I was kind of experimenting with different size eyes, so this is like my least favorite size for the eyes. I definitely much prefer these bigger ones. But anyways, these are all also Bernat blanket or baby blanket. So I also made 4 of these in the month of February so far. So I will be sharing with you guys in the next clip what I made in the month of February after today, but right now that is everything that I have made, and it's all going to my market tomorrow, so I wanted to make sure I could sit down and film this for you to be able to include everything before some of it sells. Alright you guys, hello, we are back for the rest of everything I crocheted in February, which I ended up doing a lot more than I thought I would, just because my market went really well and I wanted to restock quite a few of my items, as well as I just wanted to make quite a few newer items for markets to see how well they do. So I think pretty much all of this is going to be for markets, as well as I did have a couple orders to fulfill after my market. So I will actually show you those first, because the orders, I only have pictures on my phone because they already went out to people. I don't have the items in person, so I'll start out with showing you guys those first. Okay, first for an order after the market, I had a request from somebody at the market to make a bigger opossum from the ones that I had. I had small ones, and I did that, and this is what that looked like. And then I also had an order for 3 cows, all to the same person, and that is what these 3 cows turned out like. This isn't my normal cow pattern that I use. It's a different one that I bought off Etsy, but I'll still link it below for you, of course. Then I had an order for this fox holding a cherry blossom flower, which I absolutely love. It turned out so cute. The fox pattern I bought off Etsy, and then the cherry blossom pattern is just a free one. So those will, of course, be linked below for you. And then final items that I actually made for orders. I had this pink peep already made beforehand from January, but I made this blue one to go with it because I had a request for a blue one as well. And I hadn't already made a blue one, so I made the blue one to go with the pink one. So that is, as far as orders, items that I don't have that I made within the month of February. And now we are on to just items that I have here currently that are more than likely going to be for markets. And I'm just gonna kind of go in order of what I think I made first, but I'm not 100% sure. So it'll just be kind of my best guess. So I'm pretty sure I made this little blueberry pretty much like exactly the day after my market. I said that I wasn't going to do any crocheting for that whole weekend, the Saturday and Sunday. The market was on a Saturday. I didn't do any crocheting on Saturday, but on Sunday I started back up with crocheting. So anyways, I made this little blueberry, which is a super quick and cute pattern. Sold all the blueberries at my market, so I made another one to restock on those. Next we have a leggy frog because all the leggy frogs sold out. By the way, if you haven't already checked out the video where I shared what sold and what didn't and all of that, I'll link it below for you so you can watch that. But from here you'll probably get a pretty good idea of the items that sold well since I remade them. But anyways, this little leggy frog, super cute. That one is just chenille yarns, and then this blueberry is Parfait Chunky yarns. With Bernette Blanket, I made another squid. The squids that I made for my market were actually in just chenille yarn, but I decided I wanted to make them bigger. This is the same pattern that I've been using, just different yarns, and it came out quite a bit bigger, but I really like how this one turned out. So this one's Bernette Blanket. And I know that these squids were made at different times, but I'm just going to go ahead and show you all of them at the same time. So this squid is with Big Twist plush yarn, which this was my first time using it, and I absolutely love how this turned out. This one is the color Strawberry Sherbet. And then also the third and final squid from the month of February is this blue one, which this blue color is Bernette Blanket Brights in the color Water Slide. So super cute with these squids, and I really love how all three of these turned out. And I'll definitely be making a couple more for my upcoming markets. Here's another leggy frog. I'm pretty sure I made this one and the other one around the same time. Like I said, I'm not sure on the timing of everything, so it may be different. But anyways, that is this one. Next we have this elephant. This is with Bernette Blanket yarns, and you guys, I am obsessed with this. This is such a cute little pattern that I bought off of Etsy. I actually saw this pattern on Instagram when the pattern test went out and everything. I didn't apply for the pattern test because I was market prepping, so I didn't want to apply for anything like that while in the midst of market prepping. But anyways, I did in fact buy it the day it came out and made it the day it came out, and I absolutely love it. So this is going to be another item for markets, but I think it's super cute. Next we have another gummy bear. This is Sweet Snuggles Light. I made the same color for my market and it sold, so I made another one. We also have an otter with Bernette Baby Blanket and regular blanket. Again, super cute, one that I make all the time because it did sell pretty well at the market. Next, you guys, we have this squirrel, which I am so happy with how this turned out. This is a project that I'm actually pretty tempted to keep for myself. I don't think I'm going to, but I am tempted because it's so cute. And this pattern is another one that I purchased off of Etsy. I made this with baby blanket yarns from Bernette, Baby Sand and White, and then this is actually Bernette Pipsqueak. I think this is Elephant Gray is the color name, and this is actually my first time using Bernette Pipsqueak yarn, and I really like how it looks for the tail to be fluffy. But anyways, that is this little squirrel. Now also with Bernette Pipsqueak yarn, I made this little no-sew dog pattern. This was my first prototype. The pattern's already up if you guys want to see it. I finalized it in March though, so you guys aren't going to see the actual like what I crocheted for it until next month. But anyways, this was the first prototype for the pattern, And the pattern is a 2-in-1 pattern, by the way. You can make this dog or a bunny. So this was the version with Bernat Pipsqueak yarn, and I think it turned out really cute. So that is this little guy. Next, I have 2 baby little penguins. This is an item that I want to add to my markets and have like a bunch of them, because I've made like pretty much 1 penguin for each market and they always sell. So I decided why not make quite a few and try to have like a little bin of them. So this month I made 2 of them. This is the same pattern. They look quite a bit different because I accidentally messed up on this one, but either way they're both super cute. And these are Bernat Blanket and Baby Blanket yarns. And yeah, I think these are going to be a good seller. At least I hope, because I'm going to make quite a few more and do some different colors as well. We also have this cat, which definitely did not turn out the way I wanted it to. It's like not the best at all, but I feel like some little kid will probably really like it. And it was a quick pattern to make at least, so it won't be like super expensive or anything. But yeah, it looks, like I said, not the best. Not my favorite thing I've ever made, of course, but still decently cute. But anyways, this is this one, which this was a free pattern that I just found online somewhere, so of course it'll be linked below for you like always. And this is Bernat Blanket yarns. Also with the same Bernat Blanket yarns, I believe this is the color Pale Purple. I made this hippo, which you guys, I'm obsessed with this pattern. I have had on my list for a while now to make this pattern, and I finally did it. And now I think I'm going to make a couple more and try to have a little bit of these as well, because I just think they're so stinking cute. And I'm probably going to do them in a couple different gray colors. This one is a light gray, of course. Probably do like darker gray, maybe even like purple and blue would probably be cute for it too. So anyways, that's what this first one looks like, and the only one that I made for the month of February, but I am hoping to make a couple more to have for sale at markets. So this is a pattern I bought from Crochet with Bae off of her website. So that's this one, which is super quick. Next we have another little octo. This is the same Bernat Blanket Brights color in the color Water Slide that I made the squid with, this time just an octo. And this is my no-sew octo pattern, which I just released recently, so you guys can check that out if you want. It's available on my Etsy and my Ribbler, and it's also available on Etsy in a pattern pack. So if you want to get the pattern pack, it's a discounted price for 3 patterns together instead of just 1. So anyways, I'm really excited about this, and these sold really well for me at my market. So I made this one so far, and I'm definitely going to have quite a few more that I'm going to be making over the next couple weeks. We also have the same Bernat Blanket in Water Slide and Bernat Baby Blanket in white for this little chunky mushroom, which again, another item that sold super well for me, so that's why I am continuing to make them. And yeah, I just made this with a variegated color, and I think it turned out super cute. This is the only one I made for the month of February. Well, I think you guys saw in the beginning of this video I made more in the month of February, but I mean the only one that I made since after the market. But anyways, that is this one, which is the same pattern that I showed you before, just now different colors. Okay, next I made some more opossums in just chenille yarn. These completely sold out for me, so I wanted to obviously remake some more, and I just love this little pattern. I think they're so cute. So that is these guys. We also have this bee, which you guys saw in my bee tutorial that came out recently. I made this with Parfait Chunky yarns, and if you are a beginner crocheter and you want to make this bee yourself, you can check out that tutorial because it just came out recently. So I made this as well. We also have a little tiny bee. I only made one of these. This is the keychain bee pattern that I've been using, and this will be on a keychain at some point because I did sell out of the yellow ones, but I just haven't put on a keychain yet. So there's that one. Next we have a pattern that is releasing tomorrow as you guys are seeing this video, so keep an eye out for that because it'll be on my Etsy and my Ribbler, of course. But anyways, this was with Parfait Chunky yarns, and this is my unicorn pattern, which I'm so excited about. It is very low sewing. The only sewing that is needed is for the horns and the ears. So super cute, I think. The arms are crocheted on, and all of the hair is crocheted on. So is super cute, and I'm really excited about this unicorn pattern. It'll be on Etsy and Ribbler, like I already said. Next, with Chenille Home Slim, we have this Yoda / Baby Yoda. I'm not sure which one it actually is. I'm sorry. I hope I don't offend anybody, but I'm really like under a rock when it comes to some movies and stuff, so just don't mind me like not knowing, even though I make this stuff. But I think it's really cute anyway, and I'm hoping it's gonna sell well at a market. So that is this one. And then we also have, with the same yarns, this is a Groot, which I do love Groot. I have seen Guardians of the Galaxy, and I do love Groot in the movie. So I wanted to make this not only because I do like Groot, but also I think a lot of other people like Groot. So hopefully this will be another good seller. And this one did take me a while though, so it's going to be a little bit more expensive than I like my items to be. But still, I think it's really cute, so I'm hoping somebody will be willing to purchase it. Alright, and now that's all my items as far as plushies. Now I am adding some new types of products to my markets, which I'm really excited about, and I'm really excited to share with you guys how they sell. So these first items are little drawstring bags, which I think are so cute. Now these are with just chenille yarns and the same free pattern, so you guys can find it linked below. But I have one that's made to look like a little peach, and then one that's made to look like a little lemon, and they just open like this, and then you can put whatever you want to in here that would fit, and then you just pull it closed like that, and then it has a little handle as well. So I'm super excited about these. Like I said, these are kind of similar to plushies, but obviously not plushies because they're not stuffed and all of that. They are actual like little bags. So anyways, I did make these two in the month of February, and I'm hoping to make a couple more so I can have like a little bin with these in them. You guys, I was wrong. I said I was done with plushies, but I found this at the bottom of my bin for the rest of February, and I did make one little fish. This is also just chenille yarn. So this little fish I made because all three of my fish that I had with this same pattern at my market sold out. So of course I need to restock on those. So I've only gotten around to making one so far, but I want to make at least like two, if not even more of them, because like I said, they all sold at the market. But anyways, that is this one, and this is the last plushie. And now for these items, again, not plushies, but kind of similar, that I'm going to start adding to my markets. And that is bags. So this one is made with Red Heart Super Saver in retro stripes, and then just regular white Red Heart Super Saver. And this is the unicorn pattern from Katydids on her Etsy. Such a cute pattern. Love how this worked up. And it was actually way faster than you would think because the whole bag is half double crochets. It's not single crochets. So it's a lot faster than it would seem. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. Now I am going to do some felt eyes for this. So they'll be like little closed eyes. So that's why there's no eyes on this yet. But otherwise this bag is done and I'm so happy with it. So I think it's going to be a super cute one to have at markets. So I made that. And then final two items are also bags. And I made these two bitty boho bags is what they're called. These are also with Red Heart Super Saver retro stripes. And I absolutely love how they both turned out with these colors. And yeah, these are a super quick pattern, so if you guys want to make them for your own markets, I think they're worth it, because they're only going to be like $20 for me, because they were fairly quick to make. So I think that's pretty good for a bag, and especially for being made with weight 4 yarn. So yeah, I'm really excited to have these as well and to see how they sell at markets. I will of course report back to you guys in my next market video. My next planned market is April, so that's when you guys should be seeing more market videos from me and when the stuff should be for sale at those markets. But anyways, you guys, that is everything that I crocheted for the rest of February. Hello guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm sharing with you guys everything I crocheted in March of 2023. First, this is a pattern modification that I came out with in the month of March, and that is a modification for my bee pattern to be a rainbow bee. So this is made with Parfait Chunky yarn, and then the free pattern is available on my Instagram and my Ribbler, and then the pattern modification for it to be a rainbow bee is available on my Instagram. So that is this first item, and I really love how these turned out, so I think they're super cute. So those are the bees that I made this month. In general, I didn't make any other bees other than these two. All right, next is whales, and these are all made with Bernat baby blanket yarns. So we have two that are purple, and then one that is pink, and one that is the color Pretty Girl, which is a multicolor, and then white on the bottom as well. So I made 4 of these throughout the month, and this is an item that's a really quick no-sew pattern that's by me, and it's available on my Etsy and Ribbler. And yeah, these are so quick, so I sell them for $10, and I like to have a big bin of them, so I made 4 throughout this month. Another item that is quick, no-sew, super fast, I only charge $10 for them, that is these Octos. These are also Bernat baby blanket yarns, and they are all super cute, I think, in these different colors. So I made these 4 throughout the month of March. And you guys can get a pattern pack on my Etsy that has that whale pattern, that octo pattern, as well as a frog pattern that I'm going to show you guys in a little bit, that are all no-sew patterns that sell really well for me. So if you want to check those out, of course you can. The pattern pack is a better deal than, of course, just buying the patterns individually. All right, so next I have these 2 little mushroom guys. This is an item that has sold out for me at every single market that I've done. So I only managed to make 2 throughout this month, but I definitely want to make a couple more for my upcoming market in April. So we have Bernat blanket yarns and baby blanket yarns for these. Next we have this pink penguin, again Bernat blanket and baby blanket yarns. I have made this pattern twice. This was my 3rd time making it, and this time I did it in different colors because I did gray the first 2 times, so I figured why not switch it up a little bit. So I only made this once throughout this month, but it is an item that I will have multiple of at my markets. Next, I just have some tiny little items. So this little fish is an item that I have in my little fishbowl display at markets for only $8, so super quick pattern, and I made this with just chenille yarns. And then this little octo is another quick no-sew pattern that I make in just chenille yarn, and this is going to be in my claw machine for my market. So that is these 2 little items. Next, another item that I only made 1 of, and I'm not sure if I'm actually going to make more of them or not. We'll see. I'm kind of back and forth on it. But that is this little caterpillar, and this is with Parfait Chunky yarns. Don't mind me just like almost dropping it. I'm trying to show you things quickly so this video isn't a million years long. But anyways, yeah, this is Parfait Chunky yarn and another quick no-sew pattern, so I think it's super cute. So another pattern that I have only made once this month, but still super quick no-sew pattern, so that's why I'm sharing it in this portion of the video. And that is my little mushroom pattern that also came out in the month of March. And this is a super cute free pattern, so if you guys want to check it out, you can. And yeah, I just made this little red one in Bernat blanket yarns. I guess I'll continue showing you the items that I only made 1 of, because I think there's only 2 more items that I only made once for the month of March for these like quicker, smaller patterns. Anyways, first we have this little alien, which you guys would have seen this in How Many Green Things Can I Crochet in One Day, because I did make this in that video. And I also made this turtle in that video. This is with Bernat blanket yarns, and this is with just chenille yarns. So a lot of the things you saw in like Crochet With Me and How Much Can I Crochet and all of that was crocheted in the month of March, so you're going to see them in this video. But anyways, those were 2 items that I made, and I only made 1 of each of those again. Okay, actually this is the last item for the like smaller, quicker patterns that I only made 1 of, and that is this little chick. This is also Bernat baby blanket yarns. I'm planning on making a few more of them, but I just haven't done so yet. So anyways, that is this one. And then also with the same pattern, you can get the duck version as well. So that was the chick. And then I did end up making 2 of the ducks as well. I made one with 16mm eyes and then one with 20mm eyes. So I think they're both super cute. Again, this is Bernette Blanket and Baby Blanket yarns. And yeah, super cute. And again, this is the same pattern as the little chick. They all come in the same no-sew bird pattern pack. So yeah, that is these. All right, next I have 3 axolotls, which I made all of these on my vacation. So if you guys didn't watch the previous video that I just shared of everything I crocheted on vacation, definitely check that out if you want to. So anyways, I made 3 axolotls. These are all with Parfait Chunky yarns. And yeah, this is the same pattern. So I love how these turn out and they are fairly quick to make. So of course that is awesome for markets. And yeah, that's what I made these for, is markets, of course. So that is the 3 of these. Next we have 3 little hippos. So this pink one and this blue one are Bernette Baby Blanket yarns. And then this purple one is Sweet Snuggles Light. So that is these. It's a no-sew pattern, so it's super quick. And I find it so fun to make with the little tail and little ears and everything. So I definitely recommend this one. And I'm gonna hopefully make it like 2 or 3 more times so I can have a cute little bin of them all together to sell at my market. And yeah, hopefully people will like these because I really do. Next, another item that I made on vacation, and that is these 3 little triceratops. These are also Parfait Chunky yarns from Premier. So this is a cute little pattern. I make it no-sew by making the horns and then tying them on the inside instead of sewing the horns on. That way it's no-sew because all the rest of it with the little arms and everything is no-sew. So yeah, that is these. Next is 3 little items that I made with my own no-sew pattern that also came out this month. I was killing it with the patterns this month, if I do say so myself. So this is another free one. So that is available on Instagram and Ribbler, and it's actually a 2-in-1 pattern. So I made 2 of these dogs and then 1 of this bunny. So the main difference is the bunny has longer ears and a puffy tail, and then the little dogs have shorter ears and little tails like that. Curly tails, whatever you want to call them, I don't know. But anyways, these are with just chenille yarns and I think they're really cute. So that is these, and again, free no-sew patterns if you guys are interested. 2-in-1, so it comes with the bunny and the dog in the same pattern. So anyways, that is this one, and I made 3 of them. 3 was kind of the magic number this month for things I was making because I also made 3 little opossums. And this one is a darker gray yarn and these 2 are lighter because this one is made with fully just chenille yarns, and then I ran out of gray in just chenille. So these 2 are made with Parfait Chunky Gray in the color Seal, and then the other colors are just chenille yarns. But yeah, this gray color is now discontinued, I do believe, which is really sad to me. So yeah, all my possums are gonna be the lighter gray from now on, I guess. But anyways, that is 3 of them that I made in the month of March. Again, another item with 3 of them made, and that is these little otters. This is another item that sold out for me at my previous markets. Of course, I want to make quite a few of them. So these are made with Bernette Blanket and Baby Blanket yarns in this cute little no-sew pattern. So 3 of those, and we're almost done with stuff that I made like quick no-sew patterns. So with Sweet Snuggles Light, I did make 3 of these gummy bears, and I love making this gummy bear pattern. It's so cute. So there's going to be a full little bin of these at my next market as well. So another cute no-sew pattern, of course. Next pattern that I guess this isn't like no-sew, but it's almost no-sew, and this isn't even like a plushie, but it's something that I've started making recently that I'm also going to have a bin of at markets, and that is these little drawstring bags. So I make these with just chenille yarn, so they're like kind of a small size and they're pretty cute, and it's a little bag, so you can put whatever you want to in here, like makeup or I don't know, coins or whatever else you want to put in here, but I think it's so cute. So I made one in blue and one in yellow this month. And then final items that I made multiple of is frogs, which I made a ton of frogs this month just because they sell so well for me. They are always an item that sells well. So first we have my No-Sew Chubby Frog pattern that I was talking about earlier that comes in the pattern pack with the whale and the octo pattern. So I made 4 of these this month, and let's see if I can hold them all. There we go. Okay, so I did some with different size eyes and everything and different faces, and I think they look really cute. So this is Just Chenille Yarns, and again, No-Sew pattern available on my Etsy and Ribbler, or in the pattern pack on Etsy. So that is 4 of these. I did make one little frog with my mini frog pattern that is a free pattern and also a No-Sew pattern, and I believe I'm going to put this one on a keychain because I did sell one of these keychains last time, so I'm going to restock it with this little guy. And next we have leggy frogs. So I made 8 leggy frogs total. I actually finished 8, but I did make more that I didn't completely finish, so you guys are going to see those in Everything I Crocheted in April. But anyways, I made 4 in other colors, which this is my first time making them in other colors, so I think they're super cute. And these are all Just Chenille Yarns. So we have aqua, mango, flamingo, and mint for the other colors. And then my go-to frog color is just green, of course. So this is the color lime in Just Chenille Yarns as well. And I did make 4 of these in the month of March. So that is everything for the items that are like small ones that I'm gonna have a bunch of at my markets. So now we're gonna get onto the items that are just ones that I'm gonna only have a few of, or I'm not gonna have like a full bit of them basically. So next items that I want to share with you guys is bags, which I made quite a few in the month of March as well. And if you guys saw my Everything I Crocheted in February video, you'll know that I talked about wanting to start selling bags at my markets, and that still stands. I'm going to start selling bags. So I did a pattern test for this watermelon bag, and it is so cute, you guys. And it is actually like a plushie bag, so it does actually have some stuffing in here, so it's still like squishy and everything. And then it has a zipper, and it has a lining on the inside as well. And as you can see, I used a watermelon fabric, so I think it's super cute, and I'm really excited about it. It actually didn't take that long to make either, so it's only gonna be like $30 or $40, I think. I'll have to like double check for sure what price I have it at, but still, it's a pretty quick pattern. And the pattern is released if you guys want to go ahead and use it. I definitely recommend it. I think it turned out super cute. So that is one bag that I made in the month of March. And then I have 4 other bags. So I made this little bitty boho bag. I didn't weave in the ends on this one yet, so don't mind that. But I did make this one in the month of March, and I did the strap a little bit smaller than the other ones that I made in the month of February, so that hopefully, you know, it's like a little bit more versatile, you know, because it's meant to be like a toddler purse. So I figured I'll do, you know, a smaller strap on some and a longer strap on others, because, you know, if you want to like hold it versus like putting it on your shoulder type thing. So anyways, that is one that I made, and this is Red Heart Super Saver Stripes. I can't remember the exact name, but it'll be linked in the description box below, of course. And then I did make these kid purses as well. So we have 2 in Red Heart Super Saver, again, stripes. This is the same color as this bag. And then this one is retro stripes, I know for sure. So I made these, and I love this pattern. I'm pretty obsessed with it, as you might be able to tell, because I did actually make a 3rd one as well in this green color. This is Big Twist Value. And I did make this in the How Many Green Things Can I Crochet in One Day that you guys saw in the month of March as well. So that is the 4 like kid / toddler bags that I made. So now everything else is plushies. And again, these are items that I'm pretty much only making one of for each market. If I am making more than one, then it's only going to be like a handful, maybe like 2 or 3 total. Next, I have this little snail, which I think is super cute. And it is going to be a cheaper item, so I might end up making a few of them, but I don't think I'm going to have like a full little bin of them, so that's why I'm sharing them in this portion of the video. But anyways, this is with Sweet Snuggles Light in the color white, and then Chenille Home Tweed, I want to say. again, if I have things wrong, it'll be in the description box below correctly. But yeah, this is a cute little pattern and a free pattern. So if you want to make a little snail, I would definitely check this one out. Next, and again, this is all in no particular order because I cannot remember the order that I made everything. This is this ice cream cone that I've been wanting to make for a long time, and I finally got around to it. So I think it's super cute, and I hope it'll be an item that sells well since summer is coming up, you know? I'm hoping. But anyway, so that is this one. I think it's super cute. And that's Burnett Blanket Yarns, by the way. And then Parfait Chunky for the little, why can't I think of the name of this? A cherry. The little cherry on top is Parfait Chunky, and then this is Burnett Blanket Yarns. Also in Parfait Chunky, we have this creamsicle, which is so cute. Again, another one that I am thinking that hopefully will sell well because summer is coming up. So that is another one I made. We also have this strawberry cow, another pattern that I've been wanting to make for a long time and finally got around to, and this is also Parfait Chunky Yarns. Next we have this little coffee cup, or you could even say it's like a cup of tea or something, and I made this in Parfait Chunky Yarns as well. And we have a little hamster made in Parfait Chunky Yarns, another pattern that I purchased off of Etsy, and I think it's super cute. Next we have this little apple, again another super cute pattern in Parfait Chunky. We also have this little Space Invader, also in Parfait Chunky, and this is a no-sew pattern, so it's a super quick one to make, and I might end up making a few more of them, but again, I don't think I'm gonna have like a full bin, just maybe a handful of them. So anyways, I did make this though. Next we have this Nemo, which is always a hit at markets, so I made one of these as well, also Parfait Chunky Yarns. Okay, next is another little peach. This is just chenille yarn. And again, this is from one of the pattern books, so that book will be linked below. Next, we have one of my own patterns that also came out in the month of March. I think this is the last pattern that I released in the month of March. And this is with Sweet Snuggles Light for the hair colors and the white body, and then Chenille Home Slim for the horn here. And this is my low sew unicorn pattern. So it is a super quick one for markets, so if you guys are interested in making it, if you do sell your items, I think it's a super good one to check out, just because it doesn't take a super long time to make, so that means you can make a lot of them for markets and not have to charge as much for them. So that is this one. Next, we have this Baymax, which Baymax is another item that I've been wanting to make for such a long time, so I finally did it. And this is with Burnett Baby Blanket in white and then regular blanket for the heart here. This little heart I used from a TikTok tutorial, so I can link that below. And then the Baymax in general is just its own pattern. So that is this Baymax, and I think it is so cute how chubby he is and everything. So that is this one. We're getting down to the last few items now. We have this dog that is made in Parfait Chunky Yarns that I made in the Crochet With Me that you guys would have seen recently, and I'm absolutely obsessed with how it turned out. I don't know if it came across in that video, but I am obsessed and really love this. So yeah, this might be an item that I'm like maybe keeping for myself. I think I'm going to take it to a few markets, but if it doesn't sell, might be keeping it. We'll see. But anyways, that is this one. Okay, next, this item, I only have one to show you, but I did make two of them. The first one was a commission, so that's why I don't have it here to show you, because it got shipped off. But I made this little bear, and this is my own bear pattern design. So it is currently, as I'm filming this video, being tested by my pattern testers, and then it's going to be released on the 11th of April. So in a few days, I think, as you guys are seeing this video. So this is what it looks like. It's super cute. It's a really simple pattern, and I just think it's a good one. So yeah, this is my next pattern that will be coming out fairly soon. And like I said, I did make two of them. First one was as a commission, second one was this one. And they were the same exact color and everything, so it looked exactly the same. But yeah, this one will be for sale at my next market. So anyways, that is this little guy. next is this strawberry turtle, which I cannot express to you how obsessed I am with this. Again, another item. I know I've been saying it for a lot of items in this video, but I am obsessed. I think it's so cute and I love how it turned out. So we have Sweet Snuggles Light for both of these pink colors, and then the green here. I didn't have a good color in Sweet Snuggles or anything, so I just used Burnett Blanket in the color Deep Sea for the little leaves here. And yeah, it's a big item, so it's going to be fairly expensive, but I'm hoping somebody will want to purchase it because I think it's so cute. So that is this turtle. Okay, this next item is probably one of my favorites that I made, and this was another pattern test. And that is this little bunny, which, you guys, I can't handle it. The design for this is literally so cute. The little flowers and the little Easter egg in the basket, I can't handle it. So this pattern is another one that is out as you guys are watching this video, and as I'm filming this video, it's been out for a little bit. So anyways, definitely go check it out. There's still a few days until Easter if you guys want to make it, but also it's just so cute for spring. So in general, even if it's past Easter as you're watching this video, I think it's still a great one to make. So yeah, go ahead and check it out for sure. I love it, and I think you guys will too. So anyways, that is this one. And now I have one last item to share with you guys, and that is my next pattern design that is going to be the next one that is out after this bear pattern. And I will have a tester call out for this on my Instagram as well, so if you guys want the chance to be a tester, make sure you're following over there so you see when it is out and everything. And that is this little low sew draft. So you might be able to tell that the body is very similar to this one. I did use Burnett Blanket for this and then Sweet Snuggles Light for this, so this one is smaller by quite a bit. But this little giraffe I made based off of the body of this to where it would be low sew, but obviously it's different with the spots and everything. But yeah, just like the unicorn, the only sewing that is required for this pattern is the horns and the ears. So you only have to sew on 4 things, and it makes it work up a lot quicker than other giraffe patterns, and I think it's adorable. Hello guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. In today's video I have everything I crocheted in April of 2023 to share with you guys. But first is this minion. This is Bob. If you can tell, he has one green eye and one brown eye, just like Bob from the movies, and I think it turned out so cute. I absolutely love it. So yes, this is my first item that I finished. This is actually in no particular order. I've been doing so much crocheting that I can't exactly remember which items I finished first and which ones I finished most recently, so this is just no particular order. But I did get this Bob done, which he did take quite a while to finish, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. Next, I'm pretty sure this is actually the first item that I finished in April, and that is this little bunny. It is so cute. It has a little pom-pom tail. I made this as a pattern test and I absolutely love it. This pattern is out now if you guys want to go get it. There's the standing bunny version as well as a sitting bunny on the pattern, so I definitely recommend this. Super cute. And final big item that I have to share with you guys is this bear, which these items aren't big, but basically they're the items that I only am gonna have one of at the market. All the other items you'll see I made the same patterns quite a few times because they sell really well. But anyways, this is my own teddy bear pattern and I love it with this yarn. This is the color Pitter Patter in Burnett Baby Blanket, and I wasn't 100% sure how I was gonna like it, but I really do like this a lot. So this is another item going to my market and I'm really excited about it. And now, like I said, this is a huge box of stuff I made within the month, and this is all items that I made the same pattern quite a few times. I did do a TikTok series this month of doing market inventory, and these were all the items that I made during the market inventory series. So if you guys missed out on that, then make sure you follow me on TikTok. I also go live on there multiple times per week. So just a little self-plug there. If you haven't checked me out on TikTok, I definitely recommend it. But anyways, I'm gonna go through and show you all of these items now. First we have two little leggy frogs, which I think these are so cute. We have one little opossum, which this is like the 6th one that I'm gonna have at the market. So hopefully these sell well again. They did last time. Next we have this otter, which there is a second one actually at the bottom of the bin somewhere, I think. So I'll show you that in a minute, but they're both the same pattern. Next we have two little penguins, which I love this little pattern. It's so cute. We also have two little eggs, which is a pattern that I freehanded, so it's not released yet, but maybe I'll release it at some point soon. We'll see. We have two little baby turtles. We have two mini bears, one as a panda and one as a little brown bear. We have one little bee, which is with my own freebie pattern. Here's the other otter that I mentioned. Next we have three little blueberries, which these were also a good seller for me last time. I keep saying stuff about selling, but as you guys are watching this video, my video on the market breakdown would already be out. So go ahead and check that out because I would have shared in that video everything I made and then what sold, what the best sellers were, all of that. So this is just what I made in April in general. Next we have two little mini octos that are going to go in my claw machine. Next we have two squid, which I love this pattern so much. This one I actually did the tentacles a little bit different than this one. This is how the pattern's actually written and then this was my own way of doing it, but I like both of them a lot. Next we have three little triceratops, which these are also super cute. Next we have three little chicks. We also have two ducks, which are from the same pattern pack the chicks and the ducks are. Next we also have two little strawberries. Next here's two little gummy bears. We also have one little alien and one little mini fish. Next I have four octos, which this is my own no-sew pattern. As well as we have two whales, also with my own no-sew pattern. And finally that I have in this bin, you guys, is a bunch of mushrooms. So I made a whole rainbow of mushrooms. I did post a YouTube short of my rainbow of mushrooms if you guys didn't already see that. But I did make a whole rainbow. So yeah, I made 9 of these total throughout the month. And here is 8 of them. And then number 9 is actually a multicolor. Here's number 9. Yeah, I think they're all super cute. And this is another great seller at markets, so that's why I made so many of them. Now I do have 12 more items that I don't have here with me currently because I'm still working on them currently. As I'm filming this, I'm going to finish them tonight though, so that I can bring them to the market. And those are going to be the items that are included in my mystery bags. If you guys didn't watch my previous videos about the markets, I explained the mystery bags there, so watch those if you want. But I am going to go ahead and insert a picture right here of all 12 items that are for the mystery bags. I did 6 mystery bags and each bag had 2 items in it. So these are the 12 items total for the 6 mystery bags. So that is everything that I've crocheted for the month of April so far. I will get back to you guys in the second clip of this video in a few weeks and share with you everything else I made in the month of April. Alright you guys, so I'm here back with the rest of what I crocheted during April to share with you guys. So this is in no particular order again because I can almost never remember the order that I actually make things in. So first we do have this ice cream cone, which is my own pattern that's going to be releasing soon as you guys are seeing this video. So it is a 3-scoop ice cream cone, as you can see, and each scoop has a different face. We have an angry face, a straight face, and a happy face. And this was my first prototype of this pattern. My second prototype is right here, which I feel like this one looks a little bit better. Mainly the difference is the waffle cone part. But in general, that is both of these, and I'm super happy with them. So next I made my draft pattern again before it released, and this one's already released as you're seeing this video. And I made it in Yarn Bee Adorable yarn. So this is Sugar Plum and Pinkaboo, I'm pretty sure are the color names. But in general, the right colors and the patterns and everything will be linked in the Google Doc below. But yes, this is this one. Next we have just one little axolotl. This is something that I need to make a few more of for markets, but in general I just got one done. Next two things I'm showing you together because I tried out a different technique, which you guys are going to see in an upcoming video soon. But I tried double stranding two different yarns together and I absolutely love how this turned out. So this starfish and this jellyfish are both made with just chenille, and I love this yarn double stranded together and I absolutely love how they turned out. So like I said, these are going to be showcased in a future video, as well as some of the other items you're going to see are going to be showcased in a future video, but I am sharing them with you because I crocheted them in the month of April. Next we have this cookies and cream cow, which is again something that's going to be featured in that future video, so don't mind this, but this is with my own free cow pattern and I absolutely love how this turned out as well. Next we have this owl as well in that same color yarn that I used for the cow. Next is probably the biggest project I have made in quite a while, and that is this dragon, and this was made with Big Twist Cuddle yarn. Next we have some penguins. These did really well at my market if you guys saw my market breakdown video, so I went ahead and made 3 of them to restock. Next we have my peas in a pod, which might be one of my favorite things that I've made in a long time. This again has the different faces, and if you guys haven't seen, I did post tutorials for how to do each of these faces, so I would definitely check those out if you're interested. But yeah, these are super cute. Next we have this chili pepper, which I did actually come out with a free pattern for this over on my Instagram and my Ribbler. Now all of these next patterns that I'm going to show you are patterns that I freehanded and wrote up but have not released yet, so just keep that in mind. Now this bee is a no-sew bee that I wrote up, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to release this or not, but this is a little bee in Parfait Chunky. And like I said, not 100% sure if I'm going to release that or not. If I do release it, it's going to take quite a bit of tweaking for me to actually be happy with it, but that was just one prototype. Next we have a little long neck dinosaur, which I wrote up the pattern for this back in December. If you guys go back to Everything I Crocheted in December, I did show that in that video, and I still haven't released the pattern, and I think I'm more happy with it now than I was at the time, but still not 100% happy with it, so I'm still going to do a little bit of tweaking with this, but this is one that I do plan to release. Next we have some baby turtles, which are also no-sew little turtles that I am going to also do patterns for, hopefully soon, but in general that is these two. Next, I freehanded a very mini pattern for some octos, and I ended up making a ton of them, but I wanted to actually make some patterns that would be good for like $5 items, because most of my items are $10 at the cheapest, so I thought why not try to make some that will be $5. So I did go ahead and make these that are really small, but they're also really quick so that they're cheaper for markets. And then we also have 3 more in a different color here. And in general, I love how these turned out. Again, another pattern that I freehanded but will hopefully release soon. To go along with the mini octos, we also have some mini whales, which I do have a no-sew octo pattern and a no-sew whale pattern already out, but these are much smaller versions of those, and in general they are even quicker. Even though those patterns take like less than 30 minutes, these take like 10 minutes. So in general, these are some other items that I have designed, and a few more here in my bin that I have left to show you for the month of April. So we also have some small no-sew bees, which these are the ones that I'm planning to most likely release the pattern, and these are some more items that are probably going to be like $5 ones for markets. So also these, which these are so quick, again, maybe like 15 minutes tops, but in general super quick. And final pattern, you guys, that I designed, and final item for this video in general is a little cow with my low sew pattern body. So if you guys haven't seen my other low sew patterns, so far I have a unicorn and a giraffe that have been released so far, and the next one that I designed is this cow, and I'm super excited about it. It is also low sew, even lower sewing than the other ones, because the only sewing is these two little horns, and that is it. So everything else, color changes, are crocheted in, arms are crocheted in, tail is crocheted in, ears are crocheted in, literally all of it. So it is a great pattern for markets and in general works up a lot quicker than a lot of other cow patterns. So super excited about this, and I do plan on using my unicorn and giraffe body to be a lot of other animals. So this is the cow, of course, but there will also be a lot of other animals in this sort of collection that are the Loso patterns. So that is the final item for what I crocheted in April of 2023 though. Hello you guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. In today's video I have everything I crocheted in May of 2023 to share with you guys. First off is this ice cream cone, which you guys, this has to be my favorite one. I've made 3 of them so far because this was my pattern that came out at the beginning of this month. So this was the one that I made right before the release, and I absolutely love the mint chocolate chip especially, but also like cookies and cream and strawberry. I think it turned out so cute. So it is a waffle cone with 3 different scoops, and then I also do each scoop with a different facial expression. So I think it's so cute, if I do say so myself. I mean, it's my own pattern, but still one of my favorite patterns I've made in a really long time, and I'm excited to see how it sells at markets. So yeah, that is this first item, and this is in no particular order, by the way, because I don't remember the order that I crocheted everything. So if you guys were following me throughout the month of May on Instagram, then you'll know that I was doing a crochet challenge. So quite a few of the items that you're going to see were also crocheted for that challenge, and I posted them on different days of the month. So anyways, just bringing that up because this next item was for May the 4th, which is Star Wars Day, of course. So we have this little Yoda here, and this is my second time making this pattern. Absolutely love it. It sold for me last time, so that's why I made another one to restock, and yeah, I think it's super cute. Next we have another item that I probably wouldn't have crocheted, but again, this was for the Instagram challenge I have been doing, and that is this lobster. It turned out so huge, you guys, and it took a very long time. I mean, almost all of the pieces were separate. Even when it comes to the claws were actually 4 separate pieces that were sewn together, so it was definitely a lot of work in this project, but I think it's super cool. Next is a pretty small item, but it's honestly one of my favorites that I've done in a while, and that is this little strawberry frog. One of the days for the crochet challenge was a food themed frog, and I found this little pattern on Ribbler for free and thought it'd be perfect, so I went ahead and made this for that challenge. Next we also have a little mini taco, which was for Cinco de Mayo this month. We also have this pizza. Now this pizza I completely freehanded. I did not use a pattern, so I did write down what I was doing though, so if you guys want a pattern for this, definitely let me know in the comments and I can write it up at some point and release it. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Next we have another clownfish because, as you guys know, or at least I assume you know, these have sold pretty well for me at markets, so I went ahead and made another one as well. I said earlier that strawberry frog was my favorite, but honestly this sunflower turtle might be my favorite. I mean, it is just so cute, and I've seen this for such a long time, this pattern, and I never got around to making it until now because it was actually one of the days for the crochet challenge. So I'm really excited that I did this, and I think it turned out super cute. Next we have this snake, which I had a snake at my previous market and it sold, so I made another one up to restock, which by the way, I'm mentioning everything about the market, but I think by the time I'm posting this Everything I Crocheted video, my market videos are already up. If they aren't, then they'll be the videos that are coming out like right after this, but either way it'll be shortly after. So yeah, if you want to know like specific prices and how the market went and everything, that'll either be right before this video or right after. So anyways, just thought I would mention that as well because I keep mentioning the market, but all of the stuff is to sell. So yeah, anyways, really happy with how this snake turned out. And final item that is not a duplicate item is this mushroom bag, which this I had to do quite a bit of modifications to this pattern to get it to my liking. I will link the pattern below for you guys, but just know that this looks quite a bit different than how the pattern is written. Well, I feel like it doesn't look that different, but I did it quite a bit different because, like, for example, this hole at the top, basically it is worked like this, so you can just kind of slide this off and put whatever inside the bag and then slide this back on top. I had to do some decreases around here because it was way too big of a hole, and like basically the whole bag could slip through with the way the pattern was written, at least with the yarn I was using, which this is Bernat Velvet. So yeah, just letting you guys know that it is different than how the pattern is written, but I will link the pattern for you. So anyways, that is the last item other than my items that are duplicates that I have to show you right now. So we have two little octos, which is just from my No Sew Octo pattern. You can also get this in my pattern pack, which comes with this pattern, the whale, and the No Sew Frog, all No Sew patterns, and they're great sellers for me at markets, so just saying. But anyways, these two are the octos that I made for this month. Speaking of the whales, we have just one little whale that I did this month. We also have one squid, which I am absolutely obsessed with this pattern, you guys. I did the tentacles a little bit different than how the pattern is written, but otherwise it's the same exact pattern, so it turns out super cute every time. Next we have two little mini bears, which these are so cute and have sold well for me in the past, so I went ahead and made two more. Next we have one little hippo. I just did one gray one because at my previous market the one gray one sold, so I made this to restock. Next we have these two little chicks, as well as these two little mallard ducks, which these mallard ducks and the chicks actually come from the same pattern pack, so I will link them below for you, of course, but just know that they come from the same pattern. Next we have one little blue penguin. Next here is one little mini fish. I've actually never crocheted the mini fish with this purple. This is the de Chenille in purple, and I love how this turned out. I've done it in like blue and pink a few times, but never purple, so I think it's super cute in purple. Next we have one axolotl as well, which I'm realizing some of these items I only have one to show you, but I called them duplicates. I'm saying they're duplicates because they're the items that I have multiple at markets of each of these, so they don't have individual price tags and everything, but some of them I only made one this month and others in previous months. So anyways, don't mind that part, but yeah, these are duplicates, just I haven't made two of them in the month of May yet. Anyways, I hope that makes sense. But yes, one axolotl. Next we have some leggy frogs. We have three that are in green, and then one that is in pink, and one that is in blue. Next I have quite a lot of bees because I wanted to fully fill my honeycomb display at my market. So I have 5 of the regular bees, as well as I have 2 rainbow bees, and the rainbow bees are actually a free pattern modification that you can find on my Instagram, and the bee pattern in general is a free pattern by me. But yes, 5 of the regular bees and 2 rainbow. And final items, you guys, that I have to share with you is a ton of opossums. I made 10 of these, so here's 4. I feel like 4 of them is pretty much all I can hold at once, so here's 4 more. And then finally, here is the last 2. So I did make 10 of these. Spoiler alert, I did film a video of seeing how many opossums I could crochet in one day, and that came out in the month of May, so that's why I have so many of these. I was saving to make them all during that one day for that video. Okay, also you guys, I almost completely forgot to mention this to you, but I did crochet a few items throughout the month of May that went to the in-person store that I'm selling at already. So I did take a picture of those items though, so I will go ahead and insert the picture on the screen here for you so you can see those items. They are, again, items that I crocheted multiple of. Like, I know I brought leggy frogs and bees for sure, so the patterns are already linked below for you. I did just want to show you the picture of the other items because they are in addition to what I already showed in this video. But anyways, that is all for my items up until this market. I feel like it is a little bit less than I normally crochet. It's still a lot, but it's a little bit less. If you guys have heard me talk about it in some previous videos, we are currently in the process of moving. I'm not moving super far or anything, just like 20 minutes away, but we are moving and like going through a lot of things so that the move doesn't require us to move a whole bunch of stuff that we're not going to even end up keeping. So that kind of thing, of course, is consuming a lot of my time. So not as much crocheting got done throughout this month, as well as I feel like I kind of lost my crojo a little bit. I'm hoping that comes back, but I'll let you guys know, of course, towards the end of this video. So yeah, anyways, that is all the crocheting I got done this month, and I will sit down again to film sometime towards the beginning of June, and then have this video up shortly after that for you guys. Alright you guys, so I'm back for the rest of what I crocheted in May of 2023, which is not very much, honestly. I think I mentioned it in the last clip from this video that I did kind of lose my crojo, and I feel like it's just now starting to come back, which it's currently June 1st as I'm filming this video, and you guys are seeing this video on June 2nd. So anyways, as you will see, there's not very many things that I have to share with you from the rest of May. In general, I did take a little bit of time off, only 2 days, and I still wasn't like fully off, but I did also in general get caught up on a lot of editing and things like that I wasn't doing as much while I was market prepping. Anyways though, let me show you the crocheting that I did end up getting done. First, well, this isn't first. This is first for what I've made since the market. But anyways, we have this duck and a frog floaty, which you guys, this might be one of my favorite things I've made in a long time. I am just obsessed. I have made this pattern once in the past before, and in my opinion, it did not turn out that good. It was still cute, but it wasn't that good. And this is just so much better quality-wise, and how tight my stitches are, how cohesive my stitches are, all of that. But of course, over time, you're going to improve in general, right? So, really happy with this, and yeah, it's such a cute pattern too. Alright, you guys, next, I did this chicken leg for a pattern test, and I don't know why, just something in my head told me that I needed to add ketchup to my chicken leg. So that's what I did. I don't know why, but I just did it. So yeah, this pattern I do believe is coming out soon. I don't think it's out yet as I'm posting this video, but it's coming out soon, and I will link the designer's Etsy below because it will be on her Etsy once it's available. So in general, I'll link her Etsy, that way if you're watching this video like in a week or so, then it'll probably already be there. So anyways, that is this though, and I did just freehand the ketchup. The pattern is just the chicken leg, but it's still super cute either way. And it's much quicker without the ketchup because this was sewn on and it took a while to do. Alright, next, these two little guys are from a video you guys would have seen from me recently. I posted how many hippos can I crochet in one day? And the answer was 2. Spoiler alert. I should have said that first. But the answer was 2. So if you guys aren't keeping up on my videos, you need to keep up on my videos before you watch these Everything I Crocheted, because these kind of spoil previous videos a lot of times. But anyways, 2 of these little hippos, which are just so cute. Next we have a little mushroom guy, which I do believe I made on TikTok Live. Next we have a snake, which I did make a snake earlier this month, but it sold at the market. So I made another one, which by the way, market videos are coming next week. A week from today is when the first one will be out. So keep an eye out for that. But anyway, made this. And these are my last few items, and they are very small items. So I have a pink penguin here, which is just like my typical penguins. And then finally, I have 2 little chicks here. And that is it for the month of May, you guys. Hello you guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys everything I crocheted in June of 2023. Okay, so first we have this little elephant, which I've made this pattern in the past before, and this was my second time doing it, and it is so cute. I love it every single time. So I did this one. Next, you guys, I have about a million different bees, so I went through like a whole week of basically only crocheting bees because of the event I am about to go to tomorrow as I'm filming this. and it is a pride themed event. So I did rainbow bees, I did all kinds of different pride themed ones with different pride flags, and these are all my free bee pattern, and I came out with modifications for all of these that you are seeing here. So I will of course have that linked below for you guys. Here's more bees. Is this one? And I also did one here in red, white, and blue because the event is actually Pride slash like 4th of July because it is really close to the 4th of July. So anyways, that is this one, and I just used the same modification that this one uses for the 3 different colors. And then finally, I just have a regular bee. Just did one of these this month, so far at least. Next I have 2 little opossums. This is the same exact pattern, but this one is actually gray parfait chunky and this one is gray just chenille. I'd been out of gray just chenille for a long time, so I've been making them with parfait chunky, and I finally found more gray just chenille at a Dollar Tree I happened to be at, so I made this one afterward with the just chenille. So anyways, that is these 2. Next we have some reusable water balloons, which I only made 3 of. I was gonna make a bunch of them and have like a whole bin actually at this event of them to sell and just do like 3 for $10 or 5 for 10 or something, whatever it ended up being. But this is actually the only 3 that I made. So I don't think I'm gonna sell them, and I honestly did not like making them as much as I thought I would. Nothing like is wrong with them. I don't know. I thought they'd be more fun to make and they really aren't. As you guys know, I just love plushies, so I think like not putting a face on them and all that kind of stuff just wasn't as fun for me. But anyways, I did do these, and I think I'll just keep them for myself or something like that, or give them to somebody that I know that has kids or something. But anyways, next we have Flounder, which I haven't made a flounder in a long time, but I did this month. So this is him. Next we have this rainbow turtle, which I am absolutely obsessed with. I've been loving turtles a lot recently, so I did this one. I also have this sunflower turtle, which again, I've been loving turtles recently, so I decided to do this one as well, which if you guys are noticing, this is actually a big change from normal. Normally I make everything or almost everything in Burnett blanket, Burnett baby blanket, all of that. The yarns here that are behind me. But for this month so far, I've almost only been using Parfait Chunky. I don't know why. I've just been gravitating to it more than Burnett blanket, honestly. I think because I've been doing a lot of crocheting on the go, like in the car or just on the couch, and like I don't really feel like getting a bunch of big bulky skeins, and the Parfait Chunky skeins are quite a bit smaller and easier to bring around different places, so I think that is the main reason why. Anyways, I still like Burnett blanket though. Like I did the water balloons with it and I did the elephant with it, so it's not like I just stopped using it, but I just noticed this month that I have been gravitating more to Parfait Chunky. So anyways, this is almost all Parfait Chunky so far. Next we have a little backpack turtle, which this little shell is removable. It does come on and off, and I did him as the red ninja turtle. And I want to do the rest of the colors, but the only one I got around to is red so far. I actually started the blue one and it's still in my yarn bag as a current whip, and it's been there for like a week now, so I haven't worked on it since. But anyways, this pattern is such a cute one, and I plan to make a bunch of these little backpack turtles for my market that's actually going to be in November, which I know is a long ways away, but it's a market that I'm really excited about because it is going to be a wildlife event. So they're gonna actually have like turtles and snakes and birds and like all kinds of stuff there. So these little backpack turtles I feel like will be a great thing to sell. So anyways, that is why I made this, is actually for a November market, and I'm gonna work on doing a lot more of them up until November, of course. Okay, next you guys is these little rainbows, which I am going to put on keychains, actually probably like right after filming this, because I'm going to sell them tomorrow, so they need to be on the keychains for tomorrow. But anyways, I did 3 of them in various different colors, again all Parfait Chunky yarns, but I thought these would be cute little things to add for my event tomorrow. Alright you guys, next is probably my favorite thing I've crocheted in a long time. A really long time. And that is this armadillo, which I don't know if you guys can see, but the amount of detail that is in this is actually insane. So this is my dad's Father's Day gift. He already got it because of course Father's Day is over. I actually finished it on Father's Day. And I absolutely love how this turned out. This is again Parfait Chunky Yarns. And I did alter the pattern a little bit to be a little bit different, but the pattern is pretty much the same as far as the ears and face, and literally all of it is the same actually, besides how I did the top here. I did 3 bands for a 3-banded armadillo. My dad loves like these type of animals, so he actually specifically mentioned that I should make an armadillo at some point, and he said that if I made him one he would buy it. And I had the thought, I was like, well, Father's Day is coming up, so why don't I just make it for him instead of him actually like paying me to do it. Anyways, this is actually like normally right up by our TV now because my dad says he wants to be able to see it every day. So he puts it like right next to where the TV is. So anyways, super cute. I think I'm obsessed with it too, and my dad is definitely obsessed with it also. And now he wants a big possum that is the same like size so that they can be side by side. So maybe you guys will see that like next month or something, I don't know. But anyways, I keep talking about this, so I need to stop talking about it, but I just think it's so cool. And by the way, you probably will never see me crochet these type of things very often unless they are for gifts, because this took like 2 days. And that was of me like consistently working on it, not like, oh, I'm gonna work on it for an hour today and then work on something else. Like, no, it was almost 2 full days of making. And I just can't sell something that takes that long because it would be literally like an outrageous price. So anyways, just telling you that something like this will never be for sale. Alright you guys, so I have 2 more items that I have crocheted, and then that's going to be it for this first clip of today's video at least. So we have this little beetle, which this is actually in Burnett Blanket again. So like I said, I haven't actually stopped using it, I just haven't used it near as much for whatever reason. But anyways, this beetle was for a pattern test, and I'm not exactly sure when the pattern is actually being released. If it isn't released as you guys are seeing this video, I'll put the designer's Ribbler in general because the pattern is on Ribbler. I'll link her Ribbler. But if the pattern is released, then I will link her actual pattern, of course. But anyways, this is so cute, and you guys, it's no-sew. So it is way faster than you would think as well. And this is another one that I'm excited to make like a ton of them for, again, that November market that is a wildlife event. So super cute. And yeah, I did this one in brown. I'm also gonna do like black and gray and all kinds of colors. So that is this. And final item, you guys, is another rainbow one that I did for my event tomorrow, and that is this mushroom with a rainbow top. And I think he is so cool. Like, I love it. So I used Burnett Blanket for this again. So like I said, I haven't actually stopped using it, just a lot less. But yeah, this is the normal chunky mushroom pattern that I make quite often. And I just did a color change each row with 8 different colors to make a rainbow effect. So that is this little guy, and that is all for what I have crocheted so far in the month of June. And June is like not that far away from being over. I mean, it's the 23rd, so this is probably most of the stuff I'm gonna crochet throughout the month, but I will let you guys know, of course, for the rest of the month what I end up crocheting. And also, like, side note, I feel like especially next month in July, when you guys see this type of video again, I will have a lot less to show you guys because we are officially moving in July. And we have to be out of this house by July, like 28th or 26th, I think it is, like somewhere in that range. So I'm gonna have a lot less time to just sit and crochet, of course, and the house we're moving into also has some like painting and things like that we want to do. So in general, I'm not gonna have as much time to crochet, which is okay because it's my off season. I'm not actually like doing regular markets. I'm just doing the Art at Dark events that are at the store I already sell at, and I'm just kind of bringing items that I've already made for a majority of them. So anyways, just thought I would mention to you guys that after today, probably, I'm not going to be crocheting as much. So even the update that I'm going to share as the next clip in this video will probably also be of a lot less stuff because I won't have as much time. But anyways, I'll let you guys know in the next clip all the rest of the items that I ended up crocheting for the rest of the month. Okay, you guys, so there's actually a few other things that I crocheted that I almost forgot to show you, so I have those here now. First off, I did take a picture of a few items that I don't have with me anymore because I put them in my plushie drop, and some of them sold, some of them didn't, but I did put them in my plushie drop that I had in June, and I don't have all of them to share with you. So I'm just going to insert the picture here of those few items, and those are ones that I did crochet this month. Of course, I have a lot more in the plushie drop that was just crocheted in previous months. And then I also have 3 more leggy frogs, 1 in mint and 2 in green here, that I also crocheted actually yesterday as I'm filming this, but these are also going to go to the event tomorrow, so I wanted to show you them in case they sell. And finally, for the things I almost forgot to share with you is these little flowers because they kind of got pushed underneath everything that I have on this table. So I still haven't weaved in the ends on these, so don't mind that, but I did do a little reel seeing how much I could crochet with some tiny yarn skeins that are actually only 22 yards each, and the answer was 3 of my little flower keychain pattern. So I also have a video tutorial for this and the written pattern and everything, so I'll link it in the description box for you guys. But yeah, I crocheted 3 of those for my little Instagram reel during my reel challenge that I'm doing throughout June, which I will have one for July as well if you want to participate in that on Instagram. But anyways, okay, that is now everything I crocheted so far in the month of June. So now next time I see you guys for this video will be, like I said, probably the first week of July or something like that, when I actually have everything else that I crocheted in the month of June. Hi you guys, so I'm back for the rest of what I crocheted in June, which honestly is not that much compared to how much I normally crochet. I've only done a handful of items, but I'm still going to share them with you. So I did film the first clip in this video right before I went to an event that was basically like a market, just a smaller one, and I actually got an order while I was at that market from a girl that happened to work in the same shopping center, and I happened to be there the very next day for the Fiber Friends group, so I went ahead and crocheted the order for her, and it was for this little cat, so I did take pictures of it right before I gave it to her, and this is what it looks like. So I don't have it here in person to show you, but I did do this after all the other stuff that you guys saw in today's video. And then next, also at the Fiber Friends group, I get quite a few items done just sitting there for a few hours. So I did do a little chunky mushroom because I'm almost completely sold out of these now, as well as I did do a little opossum because I am completely sold out of these now, other than this one now that I have. So anyways, I went ahead and did these 2 that very next day, and then everything else I did in the past week or so at the end of June, and you guys actually saw all of this in my last video, which was crocheting for the restock at the store, which I still need to bring the stuff to the store, but this is what I crocheted for the rest of June. So I did 3 little octos, which are all with Burnout Baby Blanket and my own pattern that is available on Etsy and Ribbler. And then I also did 2 whales, which again is my own pattern available on Etsy and Ribbler, and these are both no-sew patterns, as well as they are available in a pattern pack if you want to get them together. But Anyways, I did these two. And then I also did two aliens, which is a really cute no-sew pattern that I have purchased from Etsy, and I make it all the time. And these are with just chenille. And then finally, last item I have to share with you guys is this rainbow bee with my own freebie pattern and Parfait Chunky yarns. And this is also for the restock at the store. So that is all for what I crocheted in the month of June. Again, not that much towards the end of the month. Hello guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be everything I crocheted in July. So this first project, I should technically be sharing in everything I crocheted in August because I finished on August 1st. But I wanted to show you guys because this is like literally the most exciting thing ever, at least for me. And I feel like you guys might feel the same way. So this book, you might know the author very well. I think all of us that make amigurumi know her very well because she has so many amazing books, and she was so kind to send me her new book. So this is Animal Amigurumi Adventures Volume 2. So you guys, I have Volume 1 of this. I have Whimsical Stitches. I have Crochet Cafe, and I was so honored, you guys, that she sent me this in the mail. Like, I could have cried, and probably did cry, honestly, I don't remember, but she sent me this. And not only did she send me this book, but she also sent me the materials to make the guinea pig pattern in this book, which let me just show you because this is so stinking cute. Look at this little guinea pig, okay? She sent me all the materials to make this. So, of course, I had to make it. And here's my little guinea pig. I'm so obsessed. This is actually a yarn that I never tried before, my first time using it, because it was what was sent with the package. And this is Lion Brand Skein Tones. So again, it was one I had never used before. Also, there's Bruno hair on my little guinea pig, so don't mind that, and don't mind me like picking it off. But this little guinea pig, I'm obsessed. I'm not selling this. I'm keeping it because it was a labor of love for sure, working with weight 4 yarn that I typically don't work with and I'm not very fast with crocheting with, but it was fun for something different, and I am so happy with how it turned out. And all of the patterns in this book are so adorable. I mean, you can see on the front cover, there's a giraffe, a chameleon, a cat, a hippo, a walrus, and a little penguin. And you guys, there's so many other cuties in here. Specifically, this little, hang on, I shall find it. This little beluga whale, I feel like I have to make at some point soon because it's so cute. And there's just so many little cuties in here, and I cannot get over the fact that I was sent this book from Lauren herself. So thank you so much to her if you happen to be watching this. And yeah, if you guys want to see the full video of me crocheting this, well, it's not like a full video, like a YouTube video, but it is a video on my Instagram, or you want to see the video of me unboxing the package, I posted those on Instagram both recently, so go check those out. Anyways, okay, now that I rambled about this so much, I'm gonna get on to everything else for today's video. Just had to share this with you first because it's such a cutie. And I am just so excited that I even got sent this book. Okay, next you guys, I found these projects in the bottom of my yarn bag, and I'm honestly not sure if I made them at the beginning of this month or the end of last month, meaning July or June. I'm not sure if it was the end of June or beginning of July. It was one of those for each of these projects, but I know I didn't show them to you guys, that's for sure. So that's why I'm sharing them in today's video, whether they are made in June or July, I don't know. But anyways, we have one little triceratops that I did in pink and purple light purple, which I think turned out super cute. So I'm really excited about that one. And I am completely out of Triceratops other than that one. So that is exciting to have that done, of course. And I also made this little octo. Turned out super cute, I think. And then I have 2 leggy frogs as well that were at the bottom of my yarn bag, and like I said, I don't really know when I finished them, but I do know that I hadn't even taken them out of my yarn bag, so I know I didn't show them to you guys. So anyways, that is those projects. Now we're gonna get on to stuff I crocheted that I know is from July. And just so you guys know, this is a lot less than I normally crochet. As you know, if you've been seeing my previous videos and stuff, we moved. I mean, the background's different and everything, so you probably gathered that. But yes, we did move, and we were literally painting almost every single wall in this house and moving furniture and clothes and literally everything in for the past month. So needless to say, I have not had much time to crochet. But anyways, just telling you that because this is not as much as I normally would crochet in a month. Anyways though, next we have chickens, which you guys, I have been on a chicken craze for a little while. So I have 2 in this Burnett Blanket tweed color. I have 2 just in plain white. And then I have 2 in this Burnett Blanket speckled color, which I showed in a haul recently actually. I think it was a week ago as you're seeing this video. No, it was a week and a half ago. Whatever. But anyways, I am so obsessed with all these chickens, and I'm really excited to see how these sell because I've heard they're great sellers, and if they are great sellers, then I will of course be making more of them. But anyways, for now I think that's gonna be all my chickens because 6 is quite a lot for something that I've never tried to sell before, and I don't know how it'll actually sell. Next we have a few more octos with my no-sew octo pattern. So we have this one in this multi-gray, and then we have these 2 in this white, pink, and gray. I did also make a seal with that same multi-gray color. And by the way, this project and quite a few of the other ones that I'm showing in today's video are going to be in a video that's coming on Friday, just so you know. So it's a little bit of a spoiler alert, but I didn't tell you what the video is anyway, so it's fine. But anyways, this is something that I made in the month of July, of course, so I am just sharing it with you now. But yes, super obsessed with how this little seal turned out. Next we have a little squid from Blanket Yarn, which I love. This is the same blanket yarn that I used for the octo. It was in my yarn bag for a while, so I was just starting a bunch of different projects with it. Next, this might be my favorite thing I made all month. Might be. I don't know. The chickens might be too. No, the guinea pig is his favorite. Anyways, I made this wolf, which I love how it turned out. I am so stinking obsessed with it. So yeah, that's this guy. Next we have this little ice cream, which I made with the Burnett Blanket yarn that is specifically white, brown, and pink, so that it looks like Neapolitan ice cream. And this is a cute little no-sew pattern, and I'm really excited to see how this sells because I would love to make more of them if it ends up selling well. Next we have a pumpkin, which this is also with that yarn that I showed in a recent haul that I'm pretty sure I mentioned to you guys that my plan was to make pumpkins with them. So I got around to making 1 pumpkin so far, and this is what it looks like. This is my own pumpkin pattern that you can find for free, and I'm really excited to make quite a few more as fall is of course approaching very quickly. Next we have 2 little bunnies that I made again with this same pink, white, and gray yarn, so I'm also really obsessed with these and love how they turned out. Next, here's a little ghost, which this ghost and the pumpkin that I showed you are the only like fall/Halloween items that I've gotten around to yet, but hopefully whenever I sit down to film this video for August, I will have a lot more Halloween-y fall items that I've made. But anyways, that is this little guy. Next we have just 1 little purple mushroom, which I do believe I'm currently out of stock of mushrooms as well. I'm out of stock of a lot of things and I really need to get some crocheting done. But like I said, moving has been a whole whirlwind. So anyways though, I do love these little mushrooms. Next we have a little otter, which this was another like spur of the moment project when I just happened to have my yarn bag in the car, I believe, and happened to have dark brown and light brown, so I went ahead and made a little otter. Next we have this backpack turtle, which I made it into the blue Ninja Turtle, which I believe it was last month. If not, then it was like May, but I believe it was in June that I made the red one. So hopefully I'll get around to the other colors as well, because I'd like to have all 4 Ninja Turtles, but so far it's only blue and red. Next we have a little opossum, because you can never go wrong with these little guys, and these are like my #1 bestsellers, so of course I had to make another one. And now you guys, my final items are bees, which the bees you see here are going to be donated. I did do a video previously on donating bees and crocheting the bees, so go ahead and check out that video. I will link it below for you guys if you are interested in hearing more about donating and where they're going to and all of that. But just know that this is my final total of bees for now that are going to be donated. I'm going to ship them out after filming this video. That's what I've been waiting on, is July to be up so I can film this video and then ship them out. And I do plan on doing multiple rounds of donations as I have time. This is just the first one. But anyways, like I said, they're all bees. So here is 2. Here's 2 more. And one final one for the jumbo bees. So I do have 5 jumbo bees, which this is just my regular bee pattern, and I just use Burnett Blanket, even though I normally use Parfait Chunky. So that's why they are quite a bit bigger. And then I also have 6 little mini bees, which this is a no-sew pattern that I designed that, as you're seeing this video, I should have a tester call out on my Instagram for. So if you want to test this pattern for me, or you want the opportunity to, I should say, go to my Instagram post that is a tester call for this and go apply. But anyways, these 6 little mini bees are to donate as well. But yeah, like I mentioned, this is currently not available, but there is a tester call out for this pattern, so it will be out shortly on my Etsy and Ribbler, because it's also a pattern pack with 2 other mini patterns that are also no-sew. Hello guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. Today's video is everything I crocheted in August. First is a little Yoda, because I think you guys know this is a pretty good seller for me. So of course I had to make another one since I didn't have any more. Next we have this snake that I made with Burnett Blanket ombre yarn, and I think it turned out really cool with the coloration. So I'm really excited about this one. Next we have a little pattern test I did, which was for this s'mores, and this is a free pattern that you guys can find on Instagram and on Ribbler, which of course I will have a link in the Google Doc for you, but I love it. I think it's so cute. Next we have a hamburger turtle, which I am absolutely obsessed with. I mean, look at it, like, oh my goodness. So this is going to my market that's coming up in a few days as I'm filming this, and it is a barbecue competition. So I have lots of little food themed items as well that I have made in the month of August, and that you'll see that I'm making in the beginning of September as well. Next we have a little strawberry turtle, which again, another food themed item. Next we have 2 little penguins, a pink one and a purple one. And I also have this 3rd penguin that I almost forgot about that is made with speckle yarn, and I love how it turned out. Next we have 2 little gummy bears that are pink and purple ones. Next I have 2 little ghosts, which you guys are going to see me making in the next video that I am posting. I'm not going to spoil it, but you will see me crocheting these in the next video. And these little guys are glow-in-the-dark ones. Next we have some baby turtles, which this is a pattern that I designed and have not released yet, but I plan on releasing it hopefully fairly soon. So definitely keep an eye out for this on my Etsy and Ribbler, of course. Next we have the second little pattern test that I did in the month of August, and that is for this No Sew mini ice cream, and I love it. I think it's so cute, and I'm definitely going to be making quite a few more of these. Next we have otters, which I ended up making 3 of these little guys. Next we have this mini little octopus that is either going to be a keychain or for my claw machine, and I actually think I made this like a month or 2 ago and not in the month of August, so probably actually like 2 or 3 months ago. But anyways, and it happened to just be in the bottom of my yarn bag, so I'm sharing it with you now, but I know it wasn't made in the month of August. Next, this was the only like commission type thing that I did in the month of August, and that was these little robins that actually came from Crochet Kits. And basically the in-person store I sell at, there's a lady that volunteers there that had these little crochet kits because she thought she was going to learn and then never did, but she really wanted them, so she commissioned me to make them. So you guys know that I normally wouldn't work with weight for yarn or thin yarn in general, but I did for this. Next we have the pattern pack that I released in the month of August, which is my No Sew Minis pattern pack. So we have the little octopus, which I made 1 of in the month of August. We have the little whale, which I also made 1 of in the month of August. And we have the No Sew little bee that I actually made 5 of in the month of August, because I was trying to go through some of my scraps and use up the yellow that I had left. So I ended up with 5 of these little guys. And all of these are available for purchase on my Etsy or my Ribbler. If you want the pack, it's exclusive on Etsy, but if you want just one of the patterns individually, then that's Etsy and Ribbler. Next we have opossums, because we all know they're such great sellers. So I have 4 of these that I made in the month of August. And I actually just found a 5th little opossum, so there's actually 5. Next we have these little triceratops, which I have 3 of. Yet again, I made a mistake. I made 4 of them. Here's the 4th one. Alright, next this should be correct because it's not a small item that can get lost at the bottom of the bag. But I have these mallard ducks that I made 4 of. Next we have axolotls that I made 2 of, 1 in blue and 1 in purple. Next we have these chicks, which I made 4 of, so here's 2, and here's 2 more. Next I have bees, which I did 1 regular bee and 2 rainbow bees. Next we have mushrooms, which I did 3 of these, so we have 1 pink one and 2 red ones. And the final items I have to share with you guys are some pattern designs that I have been working on, so they're not released yet or anything. And I think I'm going to start doing this at the end of each Everything I Crocheted video, is saving the pattern designs that I worked on throughout the month to the end of the video, because of course that means they're most likely not released yet. And in general, I feel like it's the most exciting part because you guys get a little bit of a sneak peek of patterns that I'll be coming out with in the future. Okay, so first one is this build your own burger pattern design, which I still haven't 100% decided if this is going to be the final design or if I'm gonna do it a little bit different. But anyways, the concept behind this is at markets, I will sell it as a burger and then the top bun and the bottom bun as one thing, and then you can have add-ons. So I have a cheese slice and a lettuce, and each of these will be like $1 or $2 or however much, depending on how long it takes me to make everything, as little add-ons for your burger. And I also at least want to do a tomato slice and maybe a few other things for this design. So this design is definitely not done yet, but it is a design that I worked on in the month of August. And the next designs are going to be a pattern pack that's going to have 1 more design in it that I did not get around to figuring out in the month of August, but it will have 1 more design, and then I will get testers and have it released and everything. So these are all no-sew patterns because I think you guys know I am pretty much obsessed with no-sew patterns. I don't like sewing things on if I don't have to. But anyways, this pattern pack will be the No-Sew Farm Animals pattern pack. So first we have this little pig. Then we have this little cow. Then this chicken. And finally, this little sheep. Which, like I said, I do have one more design planned for this to make a total of 5 designs available in the pattern pack. But for now it is the sheep, the cow, the pig, and the chicken. So yeah, that is everything that I ended up crocheting in the month of August 2023. Hello you guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be everything I crocheted in September. First we have my no-sew cow and pig, and these are patterns that I designed and I'm not sure if they're going to be released by the time I'm uploading this video. If they are, then of course they'll be linked in the Google Doc, but if not, then keep an eye out on my Instagram for when they're being released. Anyways, I did make one of each of these. Next I have 3 chickens here because I'm anticipating these will sell pretty well, hopefully. And now just so you guys know, I did do a TikTok inventory series up until this market where I set a bunch of goals for how much I wanted to make, and then I updated each day for how much I had made. And I do that pretty often when I have markets going on my TikTok, so if you want to follow over there, you definitely should. And I also do lives over there pretty often where I'm just crocheting and hanging out. So it's a lot of fun on my TikTok if you don't already follow. But anyways, most of these items that you're going to be seeing now were made during my inventory series in the month of September. Next we have some pumpkins, which I do have a free pattern out for these pumpkins. So I made 4 of them. Next we have some baby turtles, which again is another pattern that I designed, and I'm not sure if it's going to be out or not by the time this video is out, but I did make 2 of them. Next we have 2 little aliens, one in this peach color and one in this mint color. Next I have 3 little axolotls in various different colors. Next we have 2 little blueberries. Next I have a lot of bees, so here is 3 of them. Here's 2 more, and here's the other 2. So that is 4, 5, 6, 7 total. Next we have just 1 little chick. Next I have 4 mini ghosts, so here's 2, and here's 2 more. Next I have a lot of pickles, so here is 4 of them, and here is 3 more for a total of 7. Next we have 2 little opossums. Next is chunky mushrooms, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the final items I have is chicken nuggets, which I went a little crazy with chicken nuggets. First off is for a video that you're going to see, I think, after this, but second off, I feel like they're going to sell really, really well. Anyways, here's all my chicken nuggets, which I actually lost count of how many there are, so I'll count as I'm showing you. But here's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 17. So yeah, I have 17 chicken nuggets, which, like I said, is for a video that you guys are going to be seeing soon, so just keep an eye out for that. But I did make 17 chicken nuggets that are all going to go to this market. This is me later, and Bruno's now with me, so don't mind if you hear noises of him walking around in the background. But I did want to tell you really quick that I did also crochet a few things that are going into mystery bags, and I took a picture before I put them in the mystery bags. So here are those items, and now that's everything for what I crocheted in September so far. Alright you guys, so I'm here to share the rest of what I crocheted in September with you guys, which I have a lot to share with you. Before I start with what I have physically here in person, I did just want to mention 2 items that were given to other people that I made, and I'm going to put the pictures of both of them here on the screen. So one is this capybara, which was a gift, as well as this mini octo. And that was just something that I made for my neighbor while she was over. So that is those two items, and now everything else I have to share with you is items that I have physically in person to share with you. And just so you know, I did do a fall market prep series over on my TikTok, so a lot of this was in that market prep series, especially if it's the fall items. And I am currently, and probably still am doing it as this video is being posted, is another market prep series for my regular type of items for my market coming up on October 14th and 15th. Anyways, with that, we're gonna get on to the items that I crocheted for the rest of the month of September. Okay, so first I have to share with you these mini pumpkins. I made 10 of them total. I have 5 in this pink color. I have 3 in purple and 2 in this darker blue, which I used cinnamon sticks for the little stems, so I can link below the pack of cinnamon sticks. Also, this pattern is from Cameron's Cute Creations, and she also uses cinnamon sticks, and I bought the same exact pack of cinnamon sticks on Amazon that she uses, so if you go to her tutorial you can also find that link. But anyways, I did make 10 of these. Next we have 2 little mallard ducks, we have 1 little otter, we have 2 little bats, 1 in black and 1 in purple, which this is my own pattern that is available for free, or you can make it through the free tutorial I have here on my YouTube channel as well. And one of my favorite items that I've made in a long time is this confetti cow with the little purse. And I did just freehand the purse, but this cow pattern will be linked below for you. In my last market video I posted, you guys saw I sold only 1 item, and that was my sunflower turtle, so I made another one to restock that. I have 2 spiders, 1 in purple and 1 in gray. I have 5 of these little mini bees. I have 2 candy corn bees, which somehow this one I think I messed it up to be a little smaller, but they are the same exact pattern. 2 zombies. We have 3 little octos in various different colors. We have 2 mini octos. We have 5 leggy frogs, 1 in purple, 2 in mango, 1 in flamingo, and 1 in regular pink. I was mistaken on the zombies earlier. I said 2, but I actually have 3 of those. I have 1 little chicken, 2 little aliens, 1 in purple and 1 in pink, 1 little possum. I have lots of little ghosts. I have 5 of them. Currently struggling to hold all 5, but I do have 5 of them that are with the glow-in-the-dark yarn. And then made with the same pattern, but just regular Bernat baby blanket, I have 6 more, so here is 3, and here is 3 more. I have 5 of these mini little candy corns. And final item, you guys, is pumpkins, which I did show you pumpkins earlier, but these are bigger pumpkins. So I have 10 pumpkins total. I have 3 that are with this lighter color orange, which some of them don't have faces, by the way. Some of them I'm going to leave without faces, and then some of the ones without faces I'm going to do a felt face on. But either way, they're done crocheting wise, so I did crochet them in the month of September. So anyways, 3 in this lighter orange, which is Bernat baby blanket in the color melon. Then we have 3 in this darker orange, which is Bernat blanket in the color orange leaf. And then finally we have 4 in this orange color, which is Bernat blanket brights in the color carrot orange. I almost forgot to show you guys this little guy. This is my trick-or-treating ghost pattern, and I did make this in the month of September as well. He just needs a little felt face on the pumpkin, and then he will be officially done, but he was crocheted in the month of September, so I'm also including him, even though he's not like fully done yet. Hello you guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. Today's video I have everything I crocheted in October of 2023 to share with you guys. Okay, so first we have a snake because it seems like at every one of my markets I I've been selling one of these, so I like to make sure I have at least one. So here's my one for this market. Next, I do have some fall and Halloween things still. Not as much as I did last month, but I do still have some. So this is my 3-scoop ice cream cone pattern, and I did it to be fall/Halloween themed. So I did orange colors and then jack-o'-lantern faces for each scoop, which I love how this turned out. So of course, this will be for the market as well. I think I only have one item in here that actually isn't going to the market, which I'll tell you it once I show you. And by the way, some of these do have price tags because the market's literally tomorrow. Next we have a candy corn bee, which I did a crochet along live stream on my Instagram for this little candy corn bee. This is my own free pattern, and we did a crochet along where we were all making this candy corn bee, and I plan on doing another one of these for winter. This was like a fall themed one with the candy corn bee, so I also plan on doing another crochet along like that in probably late November, early December, maybe for like a snowman or something along those lines. So keep an eye out for that on my Instagram. Anyways, I made that because of the live stream, so I just thought I would mention that to you. Next, we have these little swing ghosts that are little car mirror hangers. I have 5 of them here, but I actually made 8 of them in the month of October, and the other 3 are in my car, my sister's car, and my mom's cars, all because, I mean, just look how cute they are. So they're actually called a boo swing, and I just think they're so cute. So anyways, these are all for my market, and I'm so obsessed with them. So anyways, that is these little guys. Next we have 2 patterns out of the 3 that I will have available in my pattern pack that is coming out next week as I'm filming this, so it has already been out for a little while as you are watching this video. But one of the designs is this little long neck dinosaur, and this will be a no-sew pattern pack available on my Etsy and Ribbler, by the way. So it includes this no-sew long neck dinosaur, and then I also made 2 of the little eggs that are included in the pattern pack, and there is also a turtle pattern in the pattern pack. I just haven't made one this month, but anyways, I did make those as well. Next we have 2 little gray hippos. And then a pattern that is already a no-sew pattern pack that I've had out for a while is this whale that is a part of that pattern pack. So I made 3 of them in various different blue colors. Next we have pickles. So I made some of these to restock what sold at my last market. So we have 2 here with little happy faces, and then 2 with angry faces. Next I have some mini octos. So I have 2 in this color, 1 in this color, and 2 in this color, so I have 5 of them total. Next I have 2 little leggy frogs, 1 in this bright pink color and 1 in this purple color. Next we have keychains, which I did quite a few of because I hadn't restocked keychains in a while. So I have 3 little frog ones, I have 2 sunflower ones, I have 5 bee ones, and then 3 little octo ones for the keychains. And then I do have one little final item here physically to show you, but I have 2 pictures that I want to insert on the screen for you guys, so I'm going to tell you about those first. So first here we have items that went into my mystery bags that are also going to this market. I did make all of these items in the month of August as well, so just thought I would share them with you, but they are in mystery bags already. So obviously I'm not going to unpackage them from the mystery bags, but these are the items that are in there, so of course I will have those patterns linked for you as well. And then this picture here is some items that I restocked for the in-person store, and I do actually still have them, but I just don't feel like going and grabbing them, so I'm going to insert a picture here instead for you, and I will also have those patterns linked for you as well. So anyways, those are my two pictures for items that are already packaged up or I just didn't feel like getting up to get them. And the final little item I have here to show you for the first portion of this video is a pattern design, and this is the one item that I have that isn't going to go to market with me because it is a pattern design and I need it to take pictures of to promote the pattern and everything. So anyways, this is my little no-sew goat pattern, which I think towards the end of this month I'll have a tester call out for this as well as my other no-sew farm animals. It will be a no-sew farm animal pack. So I'm super excited about them. This is the goat. I already have the other designs done and you would have seen them in Everything I Crocheted in September. It's a sheep, a pig, a cow, a chicken, and then this little goat as well. So this was the fifth and final design that I wanted to do. So now I just need to remake the other designs because they sold at my last market. All of them other than the pig, which you would have seen in the market breakdown video. But anyways, because of that, I need to remake them so that I can actually take pictures to do a tester call and promote this pattern and everything. But anyway, that is the final little item for the month of October so far. And like I said, I will probably see you guys again a week from today to recap everything I've crocheted in the past week or so. And then finally at the beginning of November, right before I'm about to post this video, I'll see you again for everything else I made throughout the month. Anyways, I will see you guys in about a week. Okay, so I am back, and like I said, it is the following Friday, and I'm here to share with you what I crocheted in the past 5 days so that this video includes everything I crocheted because all of this is going to my market tomorrow. So first I have one little candy corn to show you here, but I did make 3 of these total, 2 that already got put into my inventory and then this one. So I don't have those other 2 to show you here because they're my inventory stuff, but I did make 3 of them and they just ended up getting put in my inventory at the market over the weekend because I was selling them pretty quickly. So here's one, and then I did 4 octos, but I have 3 of them to show you. One of them in this color I made on Saturday. The market was Saturday to Sunday, so I made it on Saturday night and it sold on Sunday. So I did make 2 of these in this same color and just sold one of them and then made another one since the market. So anyways, this is 1 octo, and then 2 and 3, and like I said, there's a 4th one that already sold. And then I have to share with you one little item that's not going to my market. This is a gift for somebody that's actually getting it tomorrow, so I just wanted to show you it while I still have it here. And that is this little baby leggy frog. Just super simple and quick, but this is just a little gift, so wanted to show you it before it's gone. Now everything I'm sharing with you here is what I've crocheted and all of it's going to the market. Okay, so I have 2 rainbow bees because I had 2 at my last market and sold out of both of them. So I have 2 of those. Axolotls was another thing I sold out of, which by the way, you will see the market breakdown for the market that I had last Saturday after this video, I believe. Probably like pretty soon after, maybe even the next video. I don't know. But anyways, I did sell out of axolotls. I had 5 of them and it was hard to make all 5 in this week. So I only got around to 3 to restock, but I did do these 3. Another item that sold out for me was baby turtles. And again, I was not able to prep as much as I wanted to restock, but I did make 3 of them. Otters almost sold out for me, so I made 2 to restock. I sold about half my ducks, so I made just 1 more for a little restock. I sold 3 out of 4 of my penguins, so I restocked those same penguins. For Triceratops, I also restocked the same colors that sold, so it ended up being these 3 colors. I also restocked on 2 little mini fish, one in a mint color and one in purple. Then I have 1 little mini panda bear. I have 3 baby chicks. And finally, you guys, I have regular chickens. So I have 3 in this color and just one in this color. And that is all for what I crocheted in the past 5 days. I would have loved for it to have been more, but my crojo was just really non-existent, even when I really needed it to be. So anyways, that is all that I have for this portion of the video, and you will see me again now probably on like the 1st of November or one of the first days of November to share with you everything else that I crocheted throughout the month. Alright you guys, so I'm here for the rest of what I crocheted throughout the month, and it is now November 2nd, so this is everything that I crocheted in the month of October. So this isn't near as much as I had hoped to get done, like in between the last time you guys saw me and obviously November, but it's okay. So I'm just going to show you what I ended up making. So we have one snake here because the other snake I made did sell at the last market. And all the rest of my items are just small ones that are to restock what sold at the last market. So we have one little penguin, one bee, one angry pickle, 2 chicks, 4 baby turtles, and finally chickens. So I have 2 in white, 2 in this speckled color, and 1 in this speckled color. So that is everything. I actually did an order that I almost forgot to tell you guys about because I didn't have it here in person. So I'm going to insert the picture here on the screen for you. I did this apple with angel wings. I already had the apple made and it was already at my markets. I had made it a few months ago and I just added angel wings to it for an order, as well as the person requested a purple gummy bear with angel wings as well. So I did those 2 items for an order for somebody at my 2-day market. They picked it up the 2nd day. And then I also did an orange leggy frog just as a gift towards the end of the month as well, which I have a picture of here that I'll put on the screen. But that is actually it for everything I crocheted. Hello you guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be everything I crocheted in November of 2023. So first we have 2 alligators, which this is something I've never crocheted before, but these were super fun, and the event I'm going to this weekend is a wildlife event, so I wanted to make sure I had at least 1, but I did get around to 2 little alligators because I live in Florida, so, you know, alligators. But anyways, I do have 2 of these, and everything else is my like singular items that I normally prep a lot of. Singular is not the right way to say that, but I think you know what I mean. These are the items that I have at each and every market, but just put it that way. So basically these were all just to restock what has sold at my last events, and I did not get around to prepping as much as I wanted to, but it's okay. I never prep as much as I want to be honest, so just gotta roll with it. But I have 2 sunflower keychains here. I have 1 little otter, 2 baby chicks, 2 triceratops, 1 in purple and 1 in green, 3 little mini octos in various different colors. In my past couple markets, chicken nuggets have been a great seller, so I made 5 of them. I did 2 with angry faces, 2 with straight faces, and 1 with a smile. I have 3 pickles, 1 with an angry face, and then 2 with straight faces. And final items, you guys, is just 2 little axolotls, 1 in purple and 1 in blue. So that's all I've got for the first part of this video, but of course I'll be back, like I said, next week to share with you everything I make within the next few days before the next market. Okay you guys, so it's been a week since you last saw me, and I only have a handful of items that I've crocheted since not only was I very sick, had strep throat and the flu, but also I didn't do as well as I had hoped at my market on Saturday, so I also just didn't have much to restock. So anyways, I'm just going to show you what I did get done though. So we have 3 axolotls, 1 purple, 1 blue, and 1 pink one. We have 1 little opossum, one little penguin, 2 octos, and then some chickens. So I have 2 in white, 2 in this black speckled, and then 1 in this lighter white speckled one. So that is it for what I've crocheted since you last saw me, and all of that is going to my next market. So I will see you guys now at the beginning of next month, since this is my last market for the month, and I will give you a recap of everything else that I make throughout the month of November. Alright you guys, so I'm now here for the rest of what I crocheted in the month of November. I do have quite a few items, so I'm just gonna get straight into it so that this video isn't like a million years long. And as always, no particular order because I never remember the order that I make stuff in. Okay, so I think this might be one of my favorite things I've made in a long time. I used Sweet Snuggles yarn for the first time ever, and I made this really jumbo elephant. I've made this pattern a few times, but this is my first time making it in such big yarn, and I love how it turned out. So here is this. Next we have a starfish. I have been wanting to use this Bloom chenille yarn for a while, and I finally did for this, as well as for a little jellyfish and for a little long neck dinosaur. So I love how those turned out in those yarns. And then I also made another long neck dinosaur in the pom-pom yarn from Parfait Chunky. Love how this one turned out as well. Next we have Yoda because he's always such a good seller for me. Next we have some eggs since I completely sold out of these. So here's 2 angry ones, 1 straight face one, and then 2 happy face ones. Of course I have more chickens because they're always such good sellers. So here's 2 in white, 2 in this color, and then 2 more in this color. Alright, next I have a lot of my minis to show you, which this isn't all of them that I made. I did do an order for a few, so I'll put a picture on the screen of that order. It's not with me anymore, so here's a picture of those. And then the rest of the minis that I made are 2 mini bees, 5 mini octos, so here's 3, and then 2 more, and then 1 mini whale. For regular octos, I made 4 of them, so I have 1 in pink, 1 in blue, 1 in this multi-blue, and then 1 in this color as well. Next I have 2 chicken nuggets, 1 angry one, and 1 straight face one. I have 2 axolotls, 1 purple and 1 blue, 1 little possum, and the final thing I have to show you is bees. So I did 5 of them, so here's 2, 3, 4, and 5 bees. So that is everything that I ended up crocheting in the month of November with all 3 clips in this video combined. Hello you guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. Today's video I have everything I crocheted in December of 2023 to share with you guys. Alright, so first I wanted to show you guys this little snowman. This is actually the only like Christmas wintry thing that I have to share with you. Since I only have 1 more market in the month of December, I didn't focus on prepping any Christmassy winter things like that. So I just did this one little guy, and this is Cameron's Cute Creations pattern. If you guys know her, you know her and I are friends, so of course I had to use her little pattern, and I think it turned out so cute. This is the little baby. The pattern comes with a boy, a girl, and then a little baby. So I did the little guy, and he is so, so cute. This is also my first time embroidering eyes, so they're not the best, but I think they're decent for my first time. So anyways, that is this little guy. Next we have a squid, which I used to make these all the time, and I sold out of them at my past couple of markets and just never got around to making another one until now. So I went ahead and made this one in this Bernat blanket color, which I feel like turned out super cool. Next I have two little blueberries, one with an angry face and one with a happy face. Next we have some leggy frogs. I did one in pink, one in this mint color, and one in purple. Next we have two chicken nuggets, one with a happy face and one with a straight face. Somehow this one turned out a lot bigger than this one. But anyways, I did make both of these at the same time with the same pattern. Just happened to stuff this one more or accidentally add a row or something along those lines. Next I have quite a few pickles because they're a really good seller for me. I have 5 of them total. So we have 2 with straight faces, 2 with happy faces, and then 1 with an angry face. Next we have some triceratops. We have a dark green one, an orange one, and a blue one. Next I have 2 mini octos and 1 little mini frog that will be little keychains once I put the keychains on them, which I'll be doing here probably right after I'm done filming this so that they'll be ready for my market. Next we have 2 rainbow bees. We have 2 penguins, 1 pink one and 1 speckled one. Next we have a little possum, a little mini fish, and a little axolotl. I decided to do a green one because I've never done a green one before and I think it turned out pretty cool. Next we have chickens, which I did 1 of each of these colors for a total of 3. And finally, you guys, I have chunky mushrooms, which I have a few of them here to show you. So I have 2 red ones, I have 1 light blue one, 1 pink one, and 1 purple one. And that is everything for what I've crocheted in the month of December so far. So of course I will see you guys again for the rest of this video, probably one of the first days of January, to share with you the rest of what I crocheted in December. Alright you guys, hello. So the month is not quite over yet, but I wanted to hop in here just to show you some Christmas presents before they go off to the people that are receiving them. That way, of course, it's still included in everything I crocheted in the month. So I did also do a full video of crochet with Christmas presents with me, so if you haven't seen that, go check that out. I crocheted all these during that video. But what I did crochet for Christmas presents is a little meerkat, a bearded dragon, and a narwhal. So just these 3 things for presents, but I will be back one of the first days of January to share with you everything else I crocheted throughout the rest of the month, and then of course that'll be it for 2023. Hello you guys, it is now January 3rd and I'm here to share with you the rest of what I crocheted in the month of December. I am coming to you sick again for the 2nd time within a month. In like 2 weeks I have an appointment scheduled to see my doctor to get a referral for an ENT to get my tonsils removed because I keep getting strep throat, and hopefully getting my tonsils removed will solve that issue. But anyways, I just wanted to mention that because you can obviously hear it in my voice and I didn't put makeup on or anything. I just wanted to film this really quick so that I can get this video up for you guys. But since I'm not feeling good, I didn't bother to really get ready or anything. But anyways, I did want to go ahead and show you the stuff that I made that you guys haven't seen yet for the month of December. So as you guys know, if you've been watching my previous videos, I was sick around Christmas and now I'm sick again. So I in general didn't crochet very much because of that, and then my market that I thought I was having was canceled because it was raining that whole weekend. So I didn't end up crocheting as much as I normally would for that reason as well, because I wasn't needing to restock anything since obviously nothing sold since I didn't have a market. So anyways, with that being said, this is like not as much as you would typically expect from me, but I'm just gonna get into what I did crochet. And I'm filming this at like kind of a weird time. Normally I would try to film when people in my house like aren't talking and stuff, but I just really need to like film this and get it over with so I can get some rest since I'm sick again. So I apologize if you hear like voices and stuff in the background. But anyways, I have a little baby turtle that I made. here. I do need to still make a few more of these for my upcoming market, but that will be when I'm feeling better. Next I have 3 chickens, one of each color that I typically do. Next we have a little whale and a little octo, a little mallard duck. I have a little sunflower turtle since the last one I had sold. I have some peas in a pod. I always think these are so fun with the different faces. Have a little alien guy. This is my first time making this pattern and I think he turned out so cute. This was actually the last thing I finished of the year because I finished this on the 31st. And then we have this red panda, which was a lot of work, but this is my mom's birthday present. Her birthday is actually tomorrow as I am recording this, and she loves red pandas, so this was her request for her birthday. Well, her request in general, but I decided to do it for her birthday. So that is this. And then the final item that I have to share with you guys is this little chicken that I'm calling my round chicken. This is a pattern design that I made a few months ago and I remade it recently to test out the pattern, make sure it's good and everything. And hopefully, I was planning on doing it this week, but now that I'm sick, it's probably not going to happen. But hopefully soon I'll be making the other pattern designs that will be in a pack with this little guy. And I already have them all designed and everything. I just need to go through and remake the patterns to finalize them and get some pictures and then put out a tester call on my Instagram. So hopefully in a few weeks, I was going to say a week, but since I'm sick, probably not a week. But hopefully soonish you guys will be seeing this pattern pack, a tester call for it, and then the patterns coming out. I will say though, next week I'll be on a cruise and then I'm sick right now, so that's why I say it might be a few more weeks, unfortunately. But anyways, I did go ahead and remake this one, so this pattern is at least finalized. So now I only have 3 more out of the 5 patterns I need to remake to finalize them. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you found it interesting to see everything I crocheted throughout all of the year, and thank you so much if you made it all the way through this video. I know this one was an extremely long one. This is the longest video I've ever posted on my channel, but I hope you enjoyed and I hope it was fun to watch and crochet while I was telling you everything I crocheted throughout each month. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please do give it a big thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below what you thought. If you want to continue to see all of these Everything I Crocheted videos each month, I love doing them and it was so fun to have all of them to put together for this video this year. So I hope you guys do enjoy this, and of course let me know in the comments if you do. Now if you guys want to make sure you don't miss out on videos like this one in the future as well as all my other videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the post notification bell. That way you know every single time I upload a brand new video. And if you do want to see more from me, of course you can check out more videos of mine, my blog, my Etsy shop, my Ribbler shop, all of my social medias and my second channel. All of that is always included in the description box of every single video for you guys. And for today, like I mentioned, I will have the links below for all of the original Everything I Crocheted videos, and then from there you can find all the patterns linked within those videos. So with all of that though, thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys here in the next one. Goodbye!